Good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are watching us from around the world. Just flipping off the people. Anyway, it's D&D time. It is certainly D&D time. I think we're going to be getting into it straight away. Yeah. So we are going to get into. I had to mute them. They put me off. They put me off massively. So Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's D&D. Yeah, nice. We're back at D&D. Last week we had a break because I was absolutely shattered. We are on episode 16 of the Shaken Lands. Kid in the Box. Or Kid in a Box. It will become apparent very shortly why I've named it that, but we will come into that as soon as we can. So, interaction's a thing in this stream. If you want to become part of the D&D, by all means you can come in, and my bots are working. Yay! You can spend your channel points to be part of the story. That is what it's all about. So, if you would like to hit the follow button and the subscribe button, that would be much appreciated, everyone, because I love you all. Anyhow, recap sessions. Let's unmute you guys. Don't say anything naughty.
Sean, you're going to jail. I'm already in jail.
Now I've unmuted you. Right, cool. So I knew that was going to happen.
You're a very, very naughty boy.
Planned. Right, just a very, very quick recap because I just want to get into it.
That face Stan's just pulled.
I'm such a child.
Phil, mute yourself in punishment.
Do you
I'm
like
the oldest 12-year-old I know?
5? Actually, instead of dragons that Adam does, I'm going to say +1 demon. There we go.
Oh, can't look good. Very
That
serious.
was actually stolen. I would say that I stole that from someone. Right. Recap. Yeah. So combat happened with the. I believe it was the not Banshee. Notes. Where's my notes? I can't remember what it's called now. What's it called?
Succubus.
Succubus. Thank you very much.
Succubus from session.
That was ages ago.
Session 8.
We slaughtered that, didn't we? And then
Yeah.
There was
that
another one.
it was 2 sessions ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it 2 sessions ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been
That was
faffing around
session
in the
14,
caves.
Dan. Session 15. It's all on the notes, Dan.
Yeah.
We've been searching around in the caves. So as we were talking about earlier, the party kind of split up a bit, and some people will be doing a serious job of gathering the remains of what we believe is the dear son that perhaps we had a hand in killing. Yes.
What? And then you just shoved it in a box?
I didn't shove it in the box.
It's casket now.
Whilst others of us were exploring and realised that perhaps there was a way to delve deeper into the caves, and set about, how shall I put this, very seriously, very carefully, opening a way through the cave-in. Thank you, cave-in.
Do you mean with the boomsticks?
Yeah, with the boomsticks.
So carefully and quietly, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Carefully and
The
quietly.
Roman candles.
Yep.
Running around like a pair of giggling even teenagers. It was good fun though.
For you, yep.
Now, for the responsible adults of the party, we have to clean up your mess.
No. We've done it. We did it right. No, nobody got hurt. Someone got pinged on though by a rock, I believe.
Me.
She didn't move.
Oh, that's right. You found your dex roll, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, he's going to die. He's going to die.
I'd hide behind a rock instead of a wall. I don't do that. No.
There was quite a few things you missed though on the travel to the cave.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You found a chest in the middle of the road, just abandoned, of 1,000 gold pieces.
We did, yes.
And there was a mysterious cupcake lying on the side of the road. That was just out of the ordinary. And Bunny got absolutely fucking frosty-faced, raged, and decided to smash it. And
You killed the cupcake.
Only to be captured in a trap.
She's a
almost
cupcake
falling in
killer.
the
Almost.
trap. Yeah,
Sorry,
almost.
almost.
Yeah.
I thought you actually got
close. No, she was hanging.
I thought that was the trap.
No, the trap was a pit trap with spikes at the bottom of it.
Ah.
We should call our party the Cupcake Killers.
I don't think so.
Because, hey, that's not hard to say, is it?
It's cool. I like it. But anyhow, you blew open the cave entrance. You decided to go have a little sift around and see what's going on in there. You find dead corpses of what you slain before, and there was some dying dwarfs in there too. You found them. Castiel found them actually, and dragged them out. And as they were lethargic and they were on the brink of death, gave them food, water, and they're starting to recover. It just requires care and time, I think, and then they should be up to hopefully back to standards. The burnt area was in fact truly burnt. The corpse of what appeared to be a child you did find, and you managed to find a figurine. It's like a little soldier figurine in amongst the corpse of that you probably could use to identify him, because the rest of it was pretty much burnt and crispy and nasty. So you put them in a box, and then as you were doing so, you were carrying it out, a massive boom ensued as someone let the paladin. Is it paladin? No, not paladin. What? Oh, God's sake. Arthur and Cade with the boomstick, and decided to blow up another cave-in, which has revealed a man-made walkway, and I think that is where we're going to be continuing, because you were discussing whether or not we should go and check, or whether we should go back to the mayor, and I think the majority voted go in and check. So what I will do is drag you over to said map, which is here. I'll drag you on. You won't be able to see anything yet. Bear with.
Big map.
It's
You
quite
know
big.
how many more sticks of dynamite the teenagers have got?
8.
No, they haven't got 8.
What is it then?
There are 8, but they're in the cart. Let's be clear.
Yeah. We have 8 left.
Yeah. But,
They're not carrying anymore.
but I don't believe we're carrying any. No.
Okay.
No, you're not. No.
I thought they were carrying all 8, and that's why I've been a bit concerned.
No, I asked someone. I can't remember who it was. If I should use all 8, and they said no.
It was
that was probably
was enough.
Castiel.
Yeah, that's
there
probably
you go.
Castiel being the voice of reason.
Castiel, yeah, the 3-month-old being the voice of reason there.
He's very, very knowledgeable.
Am I supposed to see anything yet or not?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
We've got a little bit we can see at the bottom.
I've not been influenced by any bad habits yet. I think purely logically.
Yet.
How
Yep,
long
exactly.
until that changes?
I will influence you. Don't worry.
Because I think you're desperately trying to get badly influenced, if I remember rightly.
Hanging around with this group, yeah. I think you want to be
me?
influenced.
Right. So you should see said map.
Yeah, I'm going to be behind Rock Bottom Girl.
Why am I first?
I just drag you in. You drag you where yourself you want to be.
Do we need better?
Lights.
Yeah,
We
dark
need
vision
lights.
type stuff.
Yeah, I can see a corner.
Can I can't tell. Have I got light cast on me, Dan?
You won't have light on you, no. I can't. You did last
Because
time.
I had it.
Yeah.
Oh, and last time.
Yeah, because I dragged you on, it doesn't do that.
We had dark vision put on us from the twilight.
Yeah, I chose not to have it.
Stubborn.
Right.
I believe I
I-
gave it to everybody
Oh,
because
no,
I
you
used a
did.
spell slot to double up and
I
use it
forgot
again.
about that. Yeah, everyone has dark vision. I believe, then.
Everyone should have 300 feet. Yeah.
Let me fix that for you.
I half expected
Do it,
you to
do it.
say. I half expected you to say, "Let there be light." Dan.
Let there be light! That's the problem when you don't always have it. And tokens. I'm hoping if I built this right, you should only see to about here.
Pretty much here.
Excellent.
Dan, I have a question. You said last session that the door had writing on it.
Yeah, it was some sort of ancient text, but before I need to say that, thank you for the 7 months in a row, Players in Exile. Love you.
I know you do.
Yes, it had some sort of weird scripture over the archway.
Is it possible for me to have taken a note of it, or a rubbing of it?
Yeah, do a performance for me, please.
Performance.
Right, everyone should have 300 feet view now.
I
17.
Nice.
I gotta turn around to Cade and say, Cade, you're well versed in traps and such like. Is he there?
I'll take second. I can look ahead.
I'm so glad we think alike.
Yes, yeah. So this here is a double door. I forgot to put it in, but I forgot to put it in. But there's that double door there with the text over the top of it, and it says some sort of scripture that none of you can read. Yes,
None of us.
But I have now got a note.
you've got a
Are
note.
you
in it.
sure none of us can read it?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
Are
sure.
you sure you're sure?
I'm sure.
This is the type of thing Dan will have checked.
What the hell is it written in? that
Thank you,
none
Tom
of us can read
Sells,
it?
for the 3 months in a row. Love you.
Are you just trying to outdo me?
Are we? Can we see this note or not?
I don't think he has a physical note of it.
No, I haven't.
No,
got
I
it.
meant the.
Oh, you want to see his drawing?
No, the door. Are we supposed to be able to see? No, you said the door isn't there, but I mean, are we supposed to be able to see some words somewhere?
Yeah. So here would be that's it. Thank you. Double door, and then above the double door is this text of some sort. It's probably saying something, but you're not quite sure what.
It's probably like, warning, do not enter. And we're just going to walk straight in because we can't read it.
Or it
Yeah.
says, "Come in." Lots of
Having said that, if
lots
it
of
did
fun.
say, warning, do not enter, and we could read it. We're
Maybe
still
it's like-
going in anyway.
Ladies' toilets.
Treasures abound. All right.
They're not like ladies' toilets.
There you go. Case just said what it is.
It's
You just
treasures
read it.
abound.
Ladies' toilets.
I will check the door.
Okay. Investigation for that, my friend.
I'm not that good with this, gentlemen. Don't tell anybody.
What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Hang on.
13.
All right to me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got something. Okay. Bear with me a moment. Okay. So 13. What's looks pretty good to you. It's old, hasn't been touched for a while. The oak planks look pretty
Shit balls. What was that?
well maintained considering where it is. So there's no damage, no rot. You don't see no sign of any trip wires, any hidden traps in there at all. So you think it's good.
Okay, was I able to determine if it was locked or not locked?
And it is not locked.
Okay, not locked, guys.
You willing to go first, or would you want
Yeah,
to
we're just gonna stay here until you've touched the door.
Castiel,
Alright.
would you mind opening the doors for
I'll
us?
do it. I don't
Hold
care.
on. If you want, I can give it another check just to be doubly safe.
Or somebody could just use mage
Hello.
hand or whatever.
Don't have that.
I'll open it.
Come on!
You open it.
Castiel-
Castiel's opening the door.
Oh, wait, is the door here or here?
Where the
No,
purple is.
Where the purple rectangle is.
I'll
So-
step forward and open it.
So as you step forth and open it, you hear a click. As you push in,
And a
Um,
bang!
click, and you hear a and then as soon as that, oh holy shit, that's
Oh
a
god, he's killed Cass.
that's a 24 to hit Castiel.
Yeah, 24 hits.
He's
Oh
killed him.
dear.
Hang on,
Oh,
I need
no.
to just do some some music. Hang on, I'll do. Okay, as you open, there is a blister positioned directly in front of you.
Blister or ballista?
A ballista. Yeah.
I thought you said blister, and I was like,
Yeah,
huh?
I was like,
Blister.
Blister.
That's icky.
And it's
There's
just
a blister that bursts and
just fired into your chest, hitting you for
Castiel, you may be taking some damage, but this is the fastest dungeon door opening we've ever had in 4 years of D&D.
Yeah.
Yes. 14 piercing damage. Are you immune to poison?
Yes.
You
No,
are.
resistant.
Resistant.
I'm resistant to poison.
And
Aren't you immune to the poison condition, though?
so
No, I'm immune to disease.
it's 5, so that'll be down to 2 poison then.
Nice.
Oh, those
So
tricky
you-
people.
You
Put a trap on the
penetrated
other
me
side
with
of the door.
14 and 2 poison, right?
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Tavern music.
What's going on? Stop! Sorry.
And playing at the same time. I think you can't cue them like that, Dan.
Is there like a secret tavern we've just come across?
Sorry. Carry on.
Hmm.
Didn't mean to do that.
Really?
Yes, I did.
All right, take the damage away.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, good idea. Didn't mean to do it. I'll take the damage off. Thank you, Kate.
Right, the door
Yes, I'm so sorry.
is the open, and the bolt is inside Kaz.
Why is there a blue square here?
That's where
That's
the
the
blister
ballista.
is. So there is
Oh, okay.
a ballista sat there.
Cade, I got a deal for you. How about in the future we both check the doors first?
That'll work.
Okay, good. Cass,
I'm still quite new. Doors aren't meant to do that, are they? That's not normal.
normally
right?
no. Normally
Wait,
no.
Okay.
Castiel,
okay.
when people
Are you
don't
okay?
want you to get on the other side of the door, then people will put traps on them, and sometimes they will shoot things at you. Other times they will electrocute you. Sometimes they'll try and gas you.
A lot of bad things.
Sometimes
Wow.
they just open.
So
And then
Oh,
sometimes
heavens.
when it's just a normal regular person, they just lock it and leave it like that.
So
Mm.
the room in front of you, as you open the door, you hear the click and the thud, and as it releases and hits Castiel, dust just basically kicks up and makes the air a little bit horrible to breathe in. But then it settles a little bit, and as it starts to settle, you notice that there's 4 pillars stretching from floor to ceiling in what appears to be a cube-shaped room. The floor is marble. The walls are like brick. It's been built. Definitely looks man-made, and it looks pristine. The stairs, grand stairs that are going up, and you cannot see over the top unless you start venturing up. That's all you see in this room. Oh, and
I'm
there's a
going
blister
to-
in the middle.
Cade's gonna stay in stealth as much as he can.
Okay, roll a generic stealth so we know. And I'll tell you to roll another one if you do something to.
That's a bad roll. That's okay.
Does it look like the ballista is going to shoot another one?
It doesn't look like it's loaded. No, it looks like it's a 1-5 wonder.
How big is it?
It feels to 5 foot by 5 foot, so it's not.
So
that
a
big.
fairly small one.
Yeah, it's not massive.
Because a normal ballista, correct me if I'm wrong, is roughly 10 by 10.
Yeah.
But
More like
it's
10 by
not
15.
man portable.
No. It looked like it was rigged like a crossbow.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm imagining it is. But I was just
You could
wondering
have just put it on some wheels.
whether one of our
Wheel it
squad
around
members
with
might be able
us.
to pick it
Yeah.
up and use it like.
Bunny
Would
wants
we
a
be able
pet
to like
ballista.
build it onto my back, and then like I
Yeah.
can walk into a room and go on all fours, and so I can use it like a turret?
Oh, we should take it and build it onto the cart.
Oh,
Oh.
we've got a carpenter in the group.
I can mount it.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
That's a plan
Battle
for
wagon.
later.
A battle wagon.
Put some
Oh.
blades on the wheels and armour up the horse.
How about we
Yep.
put a hot air balloon on top as well, so we can just fly around?
Don't be ridiculous,
You haven't seen the gnomes yet. You don't know what they can give you.
Dan,
Yes, mate.
if I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs,
Yep.
what can I see looking up?
So
Stairs.
it eventually peaks and goes into another room at the top.
Is it basically like uniform all the way along, and has no offshoots, or
Correct.
what's the word?
So it's a stairs that is parallel and just goes all the way up.
Not what I mean. You know how certain staircases have recessed areas for torches?
Oh no, yeah, there's no torches. No, it is
Okay,
a
that's
flat
what I wanted
wall
to-
all the way up.
Yeah, it's okay.
I left
Didn't
my
mean like
Vento
corridors.
upstairs.
I meant something else.
You checking the stairs if there are any problems, Gabriel?
I will check the stairs before
I
What can we
everyone goes up.
What can
the
we see if
stairs.
we look directly upwards, like at the ceiling? Upwards.
Directly upwards, a beautifully crafted roof. The pillars meet the roof seamlessly.
Oh, I love a good roof.
Yeah, it's like there's like pictures. It's like a, what do they call it?
A
Mosaic?
fresco. A fresco.
That word, yeah, I didn't know what the hell that means, but yeah, but a mosaic fresco. There we go. God, I love you in this party because I have no fucking clue about this. Pronunciation.
A lot of my Instagram is just pictures of either floors, ceilings,
Yeah. And it
and
looks,
then bees and cars.
it looks like it's a muriel of like a forest sort of esque. Trees. There appears to be birds and stuff like that flapping around in here.
Interesting.
What was I thinking? What was I going to do? I was going to investigate the stairs, but you saying that, Dan, has triggered stuff in my head.
Can I put my hand on Gabriel's back and say that Helm will help guide your investigation and the Holy Spirits will lead your eyes? And I'll
I
cast
think-
guidance.
I appreciate it, however, I think I've got this covered.
You sure?
Possibly.
So
If
Too
you're,
late, he's
allowing,
already done it.
if you're allowing me my passive investigation, I've got this without a doubt.
no, there's no passive here.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We're both checking, right? I can't beat that.
19 plus 4,
Said checking. Is that correct?
so
I thought you said something else.
22.
yeah, 22. My brain just couldn't say 22 for some reason.
Yeah. Oh no! 19 plus 3. Yeah, 22. Okay.
Anything I see wrong with the stairs?
Yeah, there appears to be a single. So there's 2 single stairs right in front of Bunny. Bunny is almost about to stand on it.
I will grab onto her arm before she goes any further.
So
Like, no.
I will draw it on the map so that you can see roughly where it is. So there's 2 steps. So the steps are about 2.5 feet wide. About there. That are... There appears to be something off with them. They don't look like any other step, and it looks like there's a gap that is conveniently at the bottom and at the top.
Is this a convenient gap at the bottom? Do I need to go and get the dynamite?
No.
No.
Oh,
Anyone got a
Bunny's going to step backwards.
Has anyone got a long pole? Yes, get your jokes out the way.
I could get a short pole from the car.
I was just thinking, where's the thing?
Oh yeah, we got the thing. Where's the thing?
What is? You know what I mean?
The immovable rod. Yeah.
Yes. Where's that?
Too short.
Get that.
You don't want to break it.
Please don't tell me that my rod is too short. That's very rude.
Too short for what I need.
If we look at it, is there a way of disarming this, or do we need to go get one of the pieces of wood from up the steps that we're using for the support beams for the?
Bunny's just going to take off a boot and lob it at the stairs.
That's what I was pretty much going to do, but with the long pole and just poke the step.
So right. So with Kate asking the question, with Gabrielle pointing it out, and then with Bunny throwing her boot, it's kind of like accepted what you knew. It looked like it to be some sort of pressure. So if you can stop it from depressing somehow, because the boot confirmed that by hitting it and it going down. So
how big's the step?
2.5 feet wide. There's 2 of them, so 5 feet.
Do we think?
What actually happens?
Do we
It
think
goes
something
down
like
a
a sword
That's
might?
it.
If you wedge the
bounce
sword
back
in
up,
that gap, whether that would stop it?
Dan, does it look like a step we could get over without much?
That's why I
hassle?
asked how big it was.
So it's
I'm going to go with
5
no.
feet high.
If we put the immovable rod right over the step, can we step on that movable rod to get to the next step above?
Worth a go, worth a try, maybe.
Did we come to the conclusion whether or not the immovable rod was extendable?
Yeah, it's
In this universe,
Why can't I just shove my sword in a gap and see if it'll stop it going down?
because
Might break
the
your
sword
sword.
could.
You might lose your sword.
I don't need my sword.
Is there any material from up top that we can
No.
use, like
don't
an iron
need-
spike?
I don't
Oh, wait,
need
no,
my
you
sword,
have-
people.
You have an
Arthur
extra
doesn't
set
mind
of
losing his
thing.
sword.
Arthur, give it a try.
Well, I will pass my swords to someone who wishes to give it a try.
Okay, I will give it a try.
So the squishy is going to give this a try. Oh no,
I'll-
you're not squishy.
I,
this
I was
game.
thinking
No,
more
I
like a
am squishy.
Castiel or a
But I've volunteered. I will
I have
go
a
up
pretty good dex roll, guys.
and wedge it.
and once I've given my sword to Gabriel, I'm going to duck back behind the column I'm already behind.
okay.
And he's staying where she fucking is.
So I try and wedge it shut or open.
Yeah, you believe that
Whatever.
you're able to do so. You believe it's in there good. Yeah, maybe it might work.
And I just
Who's the smallest? Okay.
gently put my hand on it and push down. Before
Come
Cade,
here.
before Cade runs up.
What's your strength?
0.
Doesn't go down.
I think it's good. And I take a step.
All right, I'll take a
Says-
step over it, and you guys pull back, Gabriel, please.
No, I've already said I step over it.
You can't
Oh.
step. What do you mean?
Uh,
Step
on
You
over
have to
it?
step on it.
Step on it, sorry, not over it. I'm just waiting for Dan's Euro disappointment look.
No, it's fine.
What happens when I step on it?
It does not depress.
I got it! And I get over it and onto the other
How
side.
much do you weigh by any chance?
My inventory in total costs and weighs 139 pounds.
I have no idea how much I weigh.
Should be in your
Character-wise, that's just my equipment. I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
No, that's fine.
Think.
Equipment's just good enough. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
So I'm
Right.
safe.
I weigh about 280. Sorry, we're not talking about real life, are we?
So last time I weighed myself, I cried, so I try not to do it too often.
We
Same
don't have
here.
cows in our
Same
house.
here, Alex. So I continue to the top. Continue on, keeping an eye out for any danger. Also, that is just very confusing. That line of blackness down.
Yeah, but you can walk through it.
Yeah, I will do it, but it's just like a case of like, I feel like I shouldn't be going this way just because of
Oh,
that
no,
line.
go back.
Yeah,
'cause
that
you're gonna get
is-
too far.
Oh, sorry.
I will
I'm
use my
seeing it.
acro to go over it quickly.
Yeah,
plan.
Sorry,
you're
that'll
fine,
be-
Cade.
Right. I'm a little bit worried about this because I'm a stone, basically.
Oh, you can't go on. That's
That-
right, you
no,
want us to go
hold
no
on.
further.
Okay, go back. Yeah, that's it. Just wait there for a minute.
Okay.
Everyone else, what are you doing?
How is the sword wedged in the stairs?
Flat blade probably in.
Well, it is so. Is it possible for someone to put weight on it whilst Bunny crosses the threshold?
I want to
Why don't you-
give it the better. Yeah, maybe.
Arthur, try this better, and I throw a crowbar for you.
You had this the entire time.
You didn't let me have a chance.
Sorry.
Crowbar's
No.
a little more meatier.
I'll take the crowbar, wedge it in, and then pull down on it with my weight for Bunny to cross.
Okay.
How do you know that your weight's not going to set it off, though?
No,
He's
he's
pulling
doing it,
upward.
wedging it up.
I will assist with that.
Right. Okay. So now we know what you're going to be trying to do.
Hold
He's having dreams.
I can hear. Yes.
on.
Oh, that's adorable, little Maya.
As Gabriel and Kay are heading up the step, you comfortably are able to walk up to the top. But you notice that when you step on the top, as soon as you come onto the top of this room, I'll explain what this room looks like in a minute. A rune illuminates underneath Gabriel's feet,
Oh, God.
and I'm going to need Cade and Gabriel to do a wisdom saving throw.
I have a quick question. Is it like a big 5x5 rune or like a tiny inscription?
It looks like it's like a rune inscription rune. Yeah.
So a very tiny,
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's not massive.
And you said wisdom.
yes, please. Oh, you lucky bastard!
Oh, wait, did I click save? 16.
Yeah, you're fine. You get a bit of nausea, but other than that,
Does it glow at all?
yeah, it does glow. Yeah.
So we can spot it.
Yes.
I'm going to call out, there's a magical trap. We've just set it off. It may be dead, it
Well-
may not be.
Well, they're
Why?
holding on this corridor.
Why did you set it off?
Because it's invisible or extremely hard to detect.
Yes. Okay. Right. So while you're doing the crowbar incident, Gabriel, I'll explain the room in front of you. So in front of you, the room, there appears to be a rectangular stone column. Yes, that stretches from the floor all the way to the top. To your right, you can see a way down to another area, as well as up to the top right. And I believe that's all you can see at the moment.
I can see another offshoot there.
Yes, there's
That's
two.
it.
There's two on the right. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, that's pretty much it in this room that you can see. With the crowbar and holding down, you say Bunny was going over.
Yeah.
Okay. Bunny, get over. No problem.
I've just
Oh,
had an
good.
image in my head, and I just couldn't stop. I can get it out of my head. What if that pressure plate is being reset constantly? Just keeps everlasting setting off the magical trap that me and Cade are on. Just like constantly microwaving me and Cade.
Is the sword still in there, or you took it out
Yeah.
for the crowbar?
Yeah,
Okay.
the sword's still in there as well.
So you've got Arthur, Indrin, and Castiel left to go.
I'm going next.
Where's Castiel? Oh.
He's down south.
After I'll
What are you doing?
motion for Castiel to follow suit. I'll go last.
Okay. So the two guys at the top, are you going further, or are you staying there?
Just give me 1 second.
I was
Simon.
waiting for everyone else to catch up for the minute.
Because there's not much room.
If that's the case, I'll then step forward off the magical thing and point it out to everyone else. And I'll step off to the side, trying to dance around Arthur, apparently.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run around.
Castiel, you're going over next.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. You feel a bit of tug on it injury, but
Yeah.
other than that, it goes over all right.
I'm gonna kick the crowbar in with the idea I will buy Cade a new crowbar if he likes one when we get back to town. And I'm gonna, and I'm gonna step up over with the crowbar and the sword still in.
It's fine. Get over. No problem.
Awesome.
Got to sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay. So this room with the giant central stone column.
Has it got any what's the word? Decoration on it, or is it just smooth?
It's smooth. There is a again the roof has got mural imagery all over it. Again, but this time it's more of a like an animalistic one where you got a wolf. There's a bear. Oh, keep hitting the microphone. Sorry, bear and stuff like that.
What, like hunting or?
Yeah, like chasing like deer and elk and rabbits.
Unfortunately, remember, we're using dark vision. We probably can't see it too well.
It's a bit grey.
Yeah.
But you get the idea of what it is. It's big enough.
So where you've got like these shadow bits here, what is that
That's
meant
like
to be?
It's like a different textured floor. It's not.
Almost like a raised platform.
It's not raised, but it's more like let's say it's more like a tile, like a border tile sort of thing. So it looks like it goes around the rectangle.
Oh, the rectangle in the middle that we can't see. Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's just a wall. That's like a rectangle wall. Pillar,
Right, okay.
pillar sort of thing.
Can I see anything down this corridor?
No, you don't see anything. You see what you see.
So I've moved forward and there's a corridor here that Gabrielle's walking down. Gabrielle, are you sure you should be walking down there on your own?
Well, you're always welcome to join me.
Is this room thing in the middle? Is it a pillar or a room, or is it made of the same material as the floor?
Yeah, it's made of the same material as the floor and the walls. It looks like it's just like a central wall column that hits the roof, basically.
It's a bit odd to have one in that shape, though. I'm intrigued.
Can I knock on it and see if it's like hollow or does it seem very solid?
Oh.
Apparently, people are merging.
Yeah, you knock on it. Sounds like it's made of stone. Doesn't resonate any hollowness from it, but how thick is the stone?
Okay.
I don't understand why they'd put that there.
Yeah, it's weird. Right.
This room we're in looks like an empty room, yeah?
It looks like an empty room. There's cobwebs everywhere. Doesn't look like it's maintained anything. At one point in time, it had something in it because there's scuff marks on the floor where something would have been sat.
Did Arthur hear cobwebs and then just run out?
Yes.
No. Arthur saw empty room and then just walked
Your
out.
camera's frozen.
Mine?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Unless
funny.
you have ventriloquist abilities.
Okay.
Look very serious.
What?
I know, we can actually see your entire head for once as well.
Oi.
Okay.
Whilst that's happening, can Bunny? Actually, I don't know why I'm going to bother investigating anything because I'm pretty sure my investigative skills are not particularly.
There is other people with good investigative skills.
If you.
Gabe, did you search this
I suppose
area?
they're okay. I'd like to
no.
put to in particular see if there are any signs of like in old like mansions and manor houses and things. Oh, that's interesting.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. You could have.
Why is my what?
What?
Why did my Discord start calling? Apparently
Bill.
the one start. Why is he calling?
Bill,
I'm
stop.
confused.
Has he broke his? I think he's broke his. He's not ringing me.
He's
Is he calling me?
He's been
He's calling
calling the group chat.
Oh
The
yeah.
Discord, yeah.
He might be broken, guys. So bear with. Yeah, Discord chat. Okay, investigation then. Yeah, roll an investigation on the pillar. I don't think he meant to.
Did it? Oh, he's now disappeared.
Yeah, it needs a reset. Excuse me. Oh, that's pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. So, as you predicted, you're looking around on the immediate other side. So, put yourself here. Oh, I didn't mean to draw a square. I did a U. No. Put yourself here.
Put myself there.
Yeah, because that's where you'll notice it. So as you're going around,
Yeah.
you notice that as you go around the corner, there's a nice big portrait imagery of a beautiful lady dressed in Druidish garments. There is again more text over the frame of this of this image, but no one can read it. But you notice that there's an unusual gap with this frame meets the stone.
Is the writing the same as what was over the door in the other bit?
It's similar, yeah.
Is it likely to say ladies' toilets?
Maybe.
Can I see like a keyhole or anything anywhere?
No.
Like, is there a hole anywhere?
No, there's no keyhole. The only thing you do notice is obviously that weird gap between picture and wall. Doesn't look like it's hung on this wall properly.
So are you the picture isn't on the wall? Like the picture isn't like part of the painted onto the wall. It is like a frame. Is that what you're saying?
It's a frame. It's a picture. Yeah, it's like a hung picture, but it doesn't look like it's hung properly on the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully see if I can, on either side of the picture, see if I can see like some form of hinge or anything on either side.
You carefully look. You don't see no sign of a hinge, but you do notice that there's like a musty smell when you get a little bit closer to look at it from the gaps. So there's definitely something not right with this. No hinge.
I'm just gonna move back round here and ask if anybody fancies magically trying to move this picture.
The Cades seem to be in the room. Did you have anything in questions in the room?
Yeah, I was going to do just a regular perception check to see if there was anything off about this room.
Yeah, you can have a look around, have a perception.
I can't see nothing. Okay.
What I would say, what you would probably notice with that, like I said before, is there is drag marks. So something was here, but you can't quite tell what that is.
Which way were they dragged?
Probably the ballista.
Can I tell which way they were dragged?
The entrance and exit. The entrance and exit, basically.
Okay.
You're looking for, like, you want to see if there's any tracks, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Survival.
Maybe I'll do better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, mate.
Whilst that's happening, can Gabriel quickly note down the inscription on this mural as well?
Yeah, do a
Performance.
That's it. Thank you for drawing. As you are,
Surely it wouldn't be that bad considering it's right in front of me.
Yeah, potentially.
I'm literally copying out.
I'll be giving you advantage on it. So.
Well, I've got 8 then.
Are you telling me that you could do the same thing as Picasso if you had it in front of you to copy?
Yes.
No, but when it's literally like writing, I'm pretty sure I could write what's in front of me.
It's not like text that you're used to, like you would write.
Is it more like pictograms?
It's a weird transcription. It's like flicks and lines and dots.
Oh, so
yeah,
it's very much clearly like the Russian language.
Yeah, or Japanese sort of style. Yeah. Okay, you think you've got a good transcription? Yeah, looks good enough. Right. With the survival, Cade, yeah, you're pretty good. No one's walked here in a while. The only footprints you see in here is the ones that made by your party members. The drag marks are clear. You can see that they're being dragged into this hallway and up towards where Bunny is.
Okay. Bonnie, there's track marks coming towards you.
Can I see the track marks going into the wall?
Yeah, so after they've been pointed out, you can quite clearly see they're being dragged into the wall.
Dan, can I investigate this mural to see if I can find a way in or find out what's wrong with it?
Yeah, but Bunny's pointing it out to you and asked us a bit of help, so do an investigation to see how it works, whether there's any dangers.
21.
Nice. It looks like a typical hidden door frame. It's got hidden hinges, and if you push in on it, it seems to have like a little catch, and then that's how it opens.
You said I didn't see anything.
No, there's no handle or anything.
There's no hinge either.
There's no hinge or anything.
Something looks funny about it.
Yeah, so as he was like going around to check for traps, there is no traps.
Okay.
You put pressure on it and it feels like it bounces, which in most places it's on like a spring catch, yeah, sort of thing. Do you push it?
Which way does it open? As in, hinged towards Bunny?
It's hard to judge because you can't see the hinges.
Bunny, be ready. I'm going to push open the door.
So as you do so, it clicks and then comes towards you.
Never mind, I'm opening the door the wrong way.
So it basically bounces, like you push click.
So which way does it hinge from? Gabriel's right or left?
Right.
So hinge is open from here.
Correct.
So it's opening towards...
It's
just opening towards us.
Yes.
So Bunny can see what's in there first, pretty much.
I haven't got dark vision, so unless there's
we all
light
have
in there, I'm
it.
not going to see anything. Oh, okay.
We all have dark vision.
Okay. Inside is a room. It's a blank room. There is walls. Sorry. Let's start again. Rewind. So you open the door and you're immediately hit by a musky, stanky odour of old dust, musky air. There's not been fresh air in here for a long time. Inside is a blank room. There's walls, flat walls with a dark grey hue. It's like a dark grey hued box. Floor is flat and smooth, just as much as the walls and the roof.
And we can't see anything else in there?
No.
Where do the tracks go?
Into this room.
Can I walk into it and have just a look around?
Of course you can. So, Gabriel, you walk in.
Should I actually put my character in, or am I moving elsewhere?
I would do that. Bear with me a second.
Put your whole self in.
So
I didn't move myself.
Right. Stay there for a second. So
hands off keyboard.
Hang on. I'll tell you what. I'll leave you there for a minute because it's going to get confusing. Let me sort you out. Bear with a moment. Right. So I'll explain. Right, Gabriel. Bear with me a moment. Let's join. I want you to join a separate room in. How do you do this?
You want to go to Discord
and mute yourself.
And mute on Zoom.
Yes. Yeah, you mute on Zoom. Come and jump in Discord, and we will have a very quick chat.
Well, this is it, everyone. It's been nice knowing you.
Right. Hello. Right.
So, how bad is it?
Where'd he go?
Hang on. Can't hear me, no?
I have no idea.
Hang on, I
You
just
did say
realised
you'd already made a new character.
I muted myself.
I'd say pretty foolhardy for a squishy, but yeah, maybe it's all part of the plan.
Dan, I'm hearing echo, so
yeah,
is it a mute?
give me a second.
Go.
Bear with me a moment while I fix this voice issues input. There we go. I would like yes. Right. Hello.
Hello. I can
Right.
hear you now.
There we go. Right. So I've changed the microphone. I've got multiple microphones. So, you walk into this room. Your eyes go blank, but then immediately focus. You've got 4 pillars in front of you. with a
I
what appears
think
to be
he's got annoyed with people not being able to say his name.
a sarcophagus, sort of like coffin
I want to go
in
next.
the centre of this room, and there
I
appears
like
to be
that.
some
That's
stairs
cool.
that go up.
Hold on. When you say it's like a sarcophagus, is that
It's
at the
not my
top of the
fault. He
stairs
chose to
or
name his character after
in the middle of the
Yeah.
one-eyed
before the
fox singer.
stairs?
An
Yeah,
archangel.
I can't actually see what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but see,
No,
I've
you-
hang on.
had a character called
You haven't
Gabriel
moved me
in a
with-
game
How
with
about
Dan
now?
before, so
Yeah,
I know that you
haven't
can't
got dark
pronounce
vision
that
on that
name.
character though.
Well, I get it wrong. He's not the only
Do you want
one.
me to move my
Oh, I'm
character
muted
with the
now.
dark
What the
vision
hell's going
over
on
there?
here?
Everyone else just says it wrong on purpose.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Right, say again.
You said
Uh,
me.
The character doesn't have dark vision.
Carlos,
The
too
other one
nice.
has.
Let me sort that out.
Do you want me to drag that old one over there?
No,
I used to have
No, your character stays there.
a pen friend from America, from South
I
Carolina.
can just roughly see it.
Called
Okay,
Gabriel.
such-
It's about here, yeah.
Yeah. Is it a sarcophagus? Like truly?
It,
I like
it,
South
it looks
Carolina.
like a coffin, yeah,
Never
with,
been-
with,
I've never
with
been
an
to
image on
America.
the top. Of
If
it.
I
It's
look
quite
behind
cool,
me,
so
what do I
Pandora.
see?
You see Carla? Not Carla, Bunny.
Bunny.
I quite like this background music.
Right, let me explain to the other guys quickly.
Yeah, no problem.
I
I'm
wanna
going
hear
to
it.
be confused.
That's all right. I could communicate to two people here. So, guys, if you're looking into the room, you just see Gabriel just standing there looking around. He's like looking.
I can only see black now.
Yeah.
I sent you down the wrong thing. Sorry. Scroll back down to the bottom. Middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I sent all of you over there by mistake. Right, Gabriel. Yeah, you just seen Bunny.
Oh, we thought he disappeared. Okay.
So
Do you
Is he
see
talking-
anything, Gabe?
Is he still talking to?
I
Can I
don't
hear
even know
them?
where Gabriel is.
Yeah.
He's in here somewhere.
Does he
Can-
respond when
can
I
I
ask
come
him
out
if
to
No.
he's
Discord
anything?
now?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll come out. It's easier to do it the other way, sorry.
It's so
Can
confusing.
I threaten to burn the book and see what he does?
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is more of a communication issue of like, how do I talk to you lot whilst also listening to what Dan has to say there?
The issue I had is there's two different things and views here, and it's really hard to talk. So let's not metagame here, because
Yeah.
it's going to be hard.
So I can hear them and they can hear me.
No,
Yes, we can all hear him now.
no.
No,
I'm
as in,
talking
like,
about
in
character.
Oh,
Like, can I hear them or can't I hear them?
No. You
Okay,
can see Bunny's talking, and you see Arthur shouting something.
I'm going to walk back towards them and see what happens.
Yeah, do you go back into the room?
I stick my head through.
You stick your head through.
What were you saying? I can't hear anything through the other side. You're like it's like you're muted.
I said, if you don't answer, I'm going to burn the book.
Well, I couldn't hear you because the doorway's muted. Literally, stand here, you can't hear anything. Also, what does it look like that there is behind me?
nothing.
Correct.
There's a sarcophagus in here with some stairs.
Man, he's mad. He's
Well,
talking.
I'm going
I'm
to go
not
have a look.
muted, I just checked.
Follow me. Come in here.
I'm going
And
to follow him.
And he's going to walk off.
Oh,
There you go. I've followed him.
Let me a moment. Let me just sort you out. Phil, go to the top left.
That's where Bunny is.
Bunny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm in the room on the top left.
No.
Oh, so Bunny, you've gone too?
Yeah.
And
Gabe's going also.
and
If he
in
can.
The top
it-
left of the screen.
Oh, sorry. Where?
Top left screen.
You want me to move my... Oh, all the way
No.
up there. Oh, shall I delete?
Finally.
Shall I... What do I do with my character in the other part of them?
It stays there for a minute. I'll
Right.
sort that out in a minute. Let me just
I'm with you. Right, I understand.
That's just so we can tell where everyone was and is.
Right, Bunny.
Yeah.
You should move your screen to the top left.
Yeah, I'm there.
Cool. We're giving you dark vision. Cool. Cage, you going in as well?
Oh, of course I am. I'm fearless.
Pretty
So where
sure
have we
all
come
are.
in from? Here.
Yes. You can see there's an open like frame that looks where you were looking, like the stairs on the back of that. Okay, I'll bring you in.
And it's very much a case of it's not what it actually looked like
Eh.
from the other side. Correct?
Oh,
Like
I got
a
two of
muted
them.
TARDIS.
Perfect.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do we feel like we've moved, or do we not have any comprehension of that at all?
No, you don't feel like you moved, no?
It feels
Uh-huh.
like we walked through a doorway. Not a
Right,
magical
that's it.
doorway, just a
Exactly.
physical doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct.
so it's a nut. Other than that, nothing else feels weird, apart from the fact communication between inside and outside the doorway is in some way being affected.
Correct.
Yeah.
Castiel, I assume, do you follow or?
Yes, I would like to follow, please, if that would be allowed, kind sir.
Sure.
If that is admissible in court.
Sure. Yeah. There we go. I'll drag you up here. Oops.
I would also appreciate. So there you go. I've got some sight now. I can see.
Said the blind man as he fell down the stairs.
Where's injuring? Have I lost injuring? I've lost injuring.
Yep.
what are you doing?
I'm going through as well.
Are you?
Through everybody.
Did I delete you by mistake?
I think so, because I can't see myself on the map anywhere now.
No, let me fix that. My bad.
He was at the bottom of the steps the last time at the crowbar area.
It hasn't told you, but you're surplus to requirements, so he's deleted you.
There we go. I thought I was one short.
Good
Right.
luck with the rest of the dungeon.
So again, you got the open door behind you. In here, there appears to be again like beautiful marble floor now with stone walls. The roof has got an amazing mural. It's pristine. It's painted. What appears to be a bear on hind legs. Just roaring down, and it looks like it's roaring down up to this this. I'm gonna call it a sarcophagus because that's what it reminds me of. It's like a coffin with an indented, the other way around. Sorry, a raised imagery of what appears to be a humanoid of some sort. There's stairs on the other side.
When you
That
say
goes up.
humanoid, are you talking like, is it clearly defined as a male, female,
You could quite clearly see it's a female.
orc?
It looks to be of an elven nature as you get closer, and it's definitely female because it has the female organs. The boobies.
Okay. So, do we want to open the sarcophagus?
I think that's a little far, don't you?
Gabriel actually puts his hand on the sarcophagus. No,
I think-
I don't.
I think if you and Cade both give it a good look over, and we're super sure there's nothing going to happen when you do so, then hell, why not?
Okay then.
Failing
Kate,
that, I can always go and get some dynamite.
no more dynamite, please. Not yet.
Oh.
My eardrums have not repaired themselves yet.
Oh, this is funny.
Idrid
not a
wants
great-
no part of grave robbing. He's going to go and sit on the stairs down here.
We are not grave robbing. We are
Yep.
examining the contents of the sarcophagus.
Do we think it's trapped?
Indrian, while you're sat there, your passive perception is
17.
yeah, that's pretty good. You hear like a whirring sound. You're not quite sure what it is, but it's behind you, up top of the stairs.
So I was taking a leak.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Oil change.
Does it just sound constant, like it's getting
Constant.
worse? Or?
No, not worse. Not worse. It's like an annoyance in your mind,
I
like tinnitus.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and ignore it and pay it no mind for the time being.
Sure. So we'll have an investigation on the sarcophagus for a 10 and a 12. Yeah, it looks made of stone. Hasn't been touched in several years. Doesn't appear to have any funny thing that you can notice about it. No indentations, no scorch marks, no strings, no Nothing that stands out. There's more.
Hamster.
There's more writing. You notice a little bit more detail in the actual stone. It's weathered horribly, but it's the same sort of language as you've noticed everywhere else.
I have a question. Does it bear any resemblance to Elvish?
No.
So it's very clearly got no languages in common of Elvish or such.
No.
Damn it. Can I take in this writing of this inscription as well?
Yeah, I want a straight roll this time.
Hold on a second. I need to note something down.
Because it's weathered, even though you've got it in front of you, it's going to be difficult.
I'm really sorry, having slight hamster issues.
Enjoy the hamsters.
Escaping.
Oh wait, no, that's
Escape.
I just did investigation. Ignore that.
Yeah. Oh, Natch. Oh no, it's investigation. Damn it.
For fuck's sake.
It's a 6.
He's in there somewhere.
Okay, with the 6,
That end, I think.
you believe you got a decent inscription. It's not the best you've done. You might be able
There
to
she
get it
is.
translated if you hit later on, maybe. Yeah, that's it.
I didn't realise there was a hole there.
Um,
Thank you.
so, who wants to open the sarcophagus without breaking the lid? Because I want to close this back up afterwards.
By the way, so we can re-put the sofa back together.
Sorry, can you ask the question again?
Okay. DM. Using my crowbar, I try and open the lid.
Well, this would be
Without-
hilarious.
Without
Can I-
knocking off the lid.
Can I watch and laugh?
Yeah.
I can try it.
And you want to do this while breaking it.
Without breaking the lid. I just want to try and crack it open a little to see.
I can just imagine his little skinny arms.
And athletics.
Crowbars give strength advantages.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you have to be strong enough to pick a crowbar up.
Using a crowbar grants advantage to strength checks, where the crowbar's leverage can be applied. Is that applicable?
yeah, yeah.
Where are you applying the leverage to?
I'm opening the lid.
Yeah, but where's the leverage going?
I don't know. Ask the DM that. 19. Suck it, Arthur.
Probably what you're trying to say is you're putting it underneath and you're twisting it left and right, and it will pry it up a little bit on either side.
Pretty much.
And
With,
trying to crack the frame.
with the 19, it does not move.
Damn it.
And suddenly, there's a cracking noise.
Yeah,
Sound of thunder.
and Indra disappears.
Can I try and lift the lid off?
Yeah, athletics.
If you look down the stairs, all you can see is an Acme sign that says help.
Yeah. Man, your cogs need oiling, mate. That oil change has fucked you.
Yeah.
That's not moving.
Who's strong? We need a strong person here.
I'll do it.
Bunny.
I'll do it.
Bunny, Castiel, Arthur. Try and
I'll do
lift
it.
the lid.
So
I'll lift the lid.
there's lots of people trying to do it. I will say Bunny could get advantage with that.
Okay, I'll help Bunny.
Yeah.
There we go.
So with the help, a 24 does it.
Wow.
So moving it forth, cracking it a slight bit, you get the stench of like old rot. Yeah, it's not nice, but goes quite quickly. There is a corpse in here.
Sorry, why did we want to open this?
To make sure they were dead.
It is
To make sure
boned
they were dead.
with like fraying bits of cloth, old cloth. They look very old. There appears to be a stick to the side. Probably,
A stick?
Yeah, it's like a purpose quarterstaff of some sort.
Ooh,
Old
Bad idea.
and
Like gems.
frail. There is also as you look a little bit closer with the notes. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Bunny's just instantly going to reach for whatever is made of gemstone.
Can I try and say no and convince her otherwise, Carla? Or is it
What,
an impossibility?
whilst I'm reaching?
Yes, like
Just let you know, this staff is not made of gemstone. It's a wooden staff.
Oh, you said quartz.
Quarter
no
staff.
quarter.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said quartz.
However,
That's why I got
wait
excited.
a minute. There appears to be some sort of metallic shimmer on the torso of this corpse. It is shimmering, and it appears to be of some sort of chain nature. If you go and have a little look.
What, like around their neck? What do you mean? Like a necklace?
Like
or?
a chest piece.
Oh, okay.
Like chain armor.
Potentially, yes. It's definitely chain of variant. There appears to be. Are you digging in here?
No, I think I just wanted to check if they were dead.
There's quite a few things in here, but they're covered in like
Ick.
dust and dirt of several years.
Covered in ick.
Sorry, are you not going to investigate now? We've opened it.
I wanted to make sure they were dead.
I'm
they're
going to
dead.
reach in and take the shiny thing.
No,
It's
Cassiel, bad
on
idea.
them. It's like a body.
As Cassiel do so,
Oh, here we go.
you grab and you're pulling this body up. with it.
Cassiel, bad.
Shake it off.
No.
Ah!
I just put my hand on it.
The
and
head
just be
falls
like,
off.
Please stop.
God.
Please stop. You don't do this to corpses. Especially this long old corpses.
That's the one who wanted to open the freaking sarcophagus in the first place.
I didn't
Sorry,
say
sorry,
rob the
sorry,
corpse.
sorry,
I just
sorry.
said open the sarcophagus.
Sorry, Gabrielle says don't do it, yeah?
Okay, Mr. Goody Goody.
No.
Fucking
Hold on.
rob the corpse.
Oh, no, I'm not robbing the corpse. There was a clear statement by Dan that there's stuff in the sarcophagus other than the corpse.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
corpse,
well-
the tribute the corpse was probably buried with to help them pass to the afterlife.
Is there anything that Kate grabs staff? Okay. Is there anything else to
Wait a
lift
minute.
out of the sarcophagus to examine?
So, right, rewind a second. The shaking of the armor has freed it. You've got chain. You have a chain shirt. Chain shirt in your hand. It's beautifully crafted. There's a pile of ribs, backbones, vertebrae, neck bones, skulls falling off, shoulder blades are falling out. But yeah,
the
you've
neck
got
bone's not connected to the
nothing.
head bone.
Yeah.
I
So-
was shaking, by the way. I would have been shaking like all over the place.
Yeah.
These bones are scattering over
Yeah.
everyone.
What are you going to do with that? Are you just going to weld it to yourself?
So you have a chain shirt in your hand, right? As you do so, Kate goes to go for the staff. The staff disintegrates in your hand. It's old wood. It's broken. However, doing this has disturbed the contents. There's a couple of bugs and beetles starting to crawl out, and you notice that there are some shiny things in here. So now with Arthur saying his speech, what do you want to do now?
Bunny's going to use the butt of her axe to just like move some shit around to see what the shininess is.
Right, what you saying, Arthur?
I was going to say, if there's anything else that looks like it's, solid and rescuable, I'm going to rescue it.
Rescuable.
Of all the people, I did not think Arthur would be a grave robber.
Arthur has no compunctions about obtaining items of worth from a grave.
So
Bunny just sees shiny things.
with the combination of the butt of your axe moving about, with the help of Arthur and Castiel also digging in. It's quite a big coffin, sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus, they're
Yeah.
typically quite big.
Yeah, you do notice that there's a golden pearl in here.
Yes!
What looked like it was attached to some sort of necklace.
Yeah, picking that up.
A pearl, golden pearl. There appears to be some sort of violet stone.
Amethyst.
Most likely a violet garnet.
That's a thing, okay.
Yeah.
We're playing Hungry Hippos
No,
for
we're
treasure.
not. We're not playing Hungry Hippos for treasure.
You doing
Bunny
so,
fucking
you
is.
knock a couple of bones and you hit something glass. Looking a little bit deeper. I like that. I've just seen it. I've just seen the text. As you dust it off, there appears to be of a potion of some sort. It's green nature with a few flakes of like wood, it looks like, inside.
Look, Gabriel, there's potions.
So a single
Very
potion
obvious.
of that. And then there appears to be it's quite clearly a wand.
Okay, now that's just unfair.
Now
It's
there's a wand. Now I'm definitely going to pick that up and start waving it at Gabriel.
Let's be honest, Gabriel would have been excited over a book too.
Yeah.
there is no
He's
book.
sage.
There's no book.
He is a sage. He
Shit.
likes books. He's a book boy.
Hang on a minute.
Bunny's going to pick up anything that looks like it is a gemstone or pearl.
Yeah,
Gemstone counts as a
you've
gemstone,
got
but yeah,
a golden pearl and a violet garnet.
nice. How big's the garnet?
Quite big. It's probably fist size.
That'd make a
Um,
good chest necklace.
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to look up something that
I have a question, Phil.
my notes.
Is Arthur actually going for the wand?
So about this wand, what does it look like?
Yeah, Arthur's going to pick up the wand.
So
It's
as you
cursed.
flick it and swish it, yeah, I love
Who
I love
sees it
cursed items.
first?
As you swish it. Sorry, I'm just.
Flish and swick. Flish and swick.
Just wicket.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just checking whether or not it needs attunement, but it does not. You accidentally expend a charge.
God's fireball.
I'm taking that wand if it kills someone.
And the wand, as you're flicking it and at Gabriel,
Oh God.
it pulsates in your hand, and as soon as it does so, it immediately turns you a 90 degrees left, pointing your arms outstretched towards the door behind Castiel. Well, on the map.
Fuck.
Isn't that where we came in?
Yeah.
I'm going to just hold my hand out to Arthur, like, do you want to
I
give it?
moved.
Give me the
Yeah,
wand.
you can move. You can move. It just forcibly moved your wand in that direction.
Yeah,
Where's it
Arthur's
going?
holding his. Gabriel is holding his hand out to Arthur in like a statement.
I
Of,
will very slowly, very carefully
Run towards the door.
pass it to Gabriel.
Oh my God, I totally wouldn't. I'd just keep going.
No, I that thing just moved me, and all I did was wave it a little bit. That's playing.
That's
with
what I
stuff
mean. Would
don't
you not want to
play with.
follow it? I'd follow it.
No, we can. I don't know. Do you think
You're
it's
just going
trying
to put it
point
in the
somewhere?
hand of a squishy
Hey,
to
Kate.
follow it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't think it was
Yeah.
pointing at something. I thought it just moved me physically, like as
90
in,
degrees.
It moved
You
you
rotate it.
physically, yeah.
Yeah,
I
as
have
in
no
with your
choice.
arm
I must
pointed
go that way.
outwards. Yeah, that's what I thought it.
It
Ah.
was
pointed
doing.
you 90 degrees to that door.
Like,
like a pointer hound, you know? Turn
it
around
did,
that
so
way.
it did actually point me. Okay.
It pointed
It's
you.
a
Well-
blinding rod.
Well,
Yes.
then
oh, we can add it to our rod collection.
Now,
Let's get
No
big.
comments, Castiel. Thank
Hey,
you.
and it's made of wood.
They come in all shapes and sizes.
can
now,
I just say,
So-
people, when you wave it enough, it starts to pulsate.
So how it looks, it has a knob on the end,
What?
Yeah.
made of
So
wood,
it's a rock with a knob on the end that when you wave it enough, it starts to pulsate.
with a woven
This is
pattern.
amazing.
There's a woven pattern going to a point.
Is it in purple woven pattern by any chance?
No. At the
Oh.
No, it's
Huh?
properly
Why-
polished, so
why
there's no
purple?
splinters.
Well, bluey purple.
can we please move on from dick jokes?
he's basically
He's
saying
not talking about
it's a
dicks.
dildo.
He's talking about vibrators.
Oh,
Right, Kate. While they're dicking about with this with this wand, you do notice that there is quite a bit of coin in here. So you dig a little
I'll help
bit.
it.
You get about 196 gold out of this.
Dig a little bit.
That goes in the party treasure.
how much did you say then,
Aw.
Dan?
196.
196 G.
What the F have I just done?
I will
Okay.
keep. I will keep note of that.
Indra, what are you doing while they're doing this?
I'm just looking down the stairs. I'm waiting for them to. I'm
Fuck
assuming they're probably going to come
Oh,
this
hold
way.
on, are those stairs going up or down?
Up.
So they're going up, so he's facing towards us.
Yes, so he can see you in all your glory.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to finish their clawing in a tomb.
Right. So, are we following the one then,
No,
Gabrielle?
But it
that's
pointed
literally just
this
pointed us
way.
the way we came.
But maybe then once we go back that way, it's going to point us in a
Yeah.
subtly different
Wants to
direction.
show us something.
Yeah.
How about I spend 10 minutes casting Identify, and then I tell you what it is?
Okay. Because it'll be a wand of pointy in the right direction. That's what it
A
is.
wand of pointing in the right direction.
Dan, I've
But
now
you know,
Is
spent
it's
this
not gonna
another
make you
set of
sit down.
stairs then? I've just noticed. that
Yep,
there
stairs
was
go up. Yep. Cade,
Oh,
as you're
shit.
walking towards Indurin, you do hear that whirring sound that I was talking about earlier.
Oh shit! What, the one that invoked the ballista bolt?
Yeah,
No,
my
not
passive
really,
is
no,
15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just-
Oh, it's spinning discs of doom.
Yeah. Or one of those giant rock balls.
yeah.
I'm
so-
going to study the steps then.
Okay.
One at a time, moving up.
Study the steps.
Yep.
Indurin sat on the middle step, so
Yeah. Well, I'll go step by step, moving up while he's casting his Identify. So
okay. So you spend 10 minutes doing so. What is everyone else doing while he's doing that?
Yeah, now at group fund of 2,874 gold pieces, and
I'm going to be. Have you finished it? Have you finished it? Have you finished it? Have you finished it?
Is it done yet? Are you done? Is it done yet?
Right. So while you lot are bugging him, what's
Yeah.
everyone else doing?
Bunny's also wandering over to these stairs.
Have you done yet? Have you done yet?
Stairs
Have you
go
done
up,
yet?
but you can't quite see what's over the top of it until you go fully up the top.
Are there any more stairs that look like they're dodgy?
Cade has been looking.
Has Cade found any dodgy
He's
stairs?
not found any dodgy stairs. Can roll and investigate, but Indurin's butt is on the middle one, and he hasn't found anything yet.
Are you going to keep going into it, or?
Yeah, he needs another officer to make duct tape.
I am waiting here until everyone is ready. I'm
Okay.
not going to go up just yet.
The whirring sound is in the next room. These stairs are fine, according to you.
I kind of want to know where the wand is pointing, but I also want to know what's up the stairs.
Yeah.
so
You've got 10 minutes, mate. 10 minutes is a long time. While everyone
I
else
have a
is
quick
walking.
question
I know.
about that. Can I walk whilst casting it? Do you
As
think?
long as you don't do anything strenuous.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to double check.
Yeah, you can pace up and down, trying to figure it out and work with
So now,
it.
personally, I find stairs strenuous. So would Gabriel?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think stairs are strenuous.
By all means, while he's doing his 10 minutes.
Yeah, I will be. If we're all walking into the next room, I'm going to be following them, but at a slower pace,
Yeah.
so I can concentrate.
Just needs that one person to breach that top, and I'll explain what's there.
Gabrielle,
can't see any further.
You
Gabrielle.
can walk further, though. I can let you know that. Just
Gabriel,
Yeah,
Gabriel.
he's ignoring you. Oh, there we go. Right, ting.
I
Gabriel?
disappeared.
Gabriel.
Gabby?
Right, as you're trying to annoy him, I'm going to explain what's in this room. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, 1, 2, 3,
Interesting.
4, 5,
Trouble.
6, 7. 7 is.
Looks like a Stargate.
35 feet.
What is a 7-sided object called?
A septagon.
A
Septagon.
heptagram, isn't it?
No, septagon.
Is it sept?
Septagon.
Very wood.
So, in here, you notice that there is 6 pillars again.
Also, it could be a heptagon. What's heptagon? That also does sound like a word.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Going from floor to ceiling. You know,
A heptagon. 7-sided polygon.
Hey.
So it's a heptagon. So it's a septagon, though.
There is 4 braziers, all illuminated with 4 different colour lights. There's a red, there's a red, a green, a brown, and a
Oh, yeah, both.
blue.
Both mean the same thing.
There's a set of stairs going up to what appears to be some sort of metallic object been built by hand with this text that you've not seen before all over it. It is currently humming away with a purple hue. There is two beautiful female characters kneeling, facing, directly at this portal.
Are we sure it's not a Stargate?
Just doing nothing. It looks like a Stargate if you want to compare it. Yeah.
Does it rotate?
No, it does not rotate. Yeah, they do not heed your presence as you walk in. You're not noticed.
A humanoid?
Yeah, female. Obviously, female humanoids.
I really want to shout out, "What's going on down here?" and for them to turn around and go, "Breakfast!"
Breakfast!
Breakfast! I love that meme.
Disappointment.
Take a couple of steps forward and try to address them and say hello.
Okay, that brazier is not letting off any heat. It's about 2.5 feet tall, so almost covering you.
That's why I'm using it.
As you walk forward and say hello, they both look at you. They are female.
You keep saying this.
Must be important.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Let me just read something quickly.
If you say they're female again.
Are they
In
non-male?
terms, can you say it in one session?
They are non-male.
Yeah. So they look and
He
they
wanted
go,
to say it, you can tell.
They look female.
they go, shut up. They go, oh hello.
Oh yes, Dan's lady voice.
From the other side.
I'm glad that you're here. Where are we?
I was going to ask you that question. What is this place?
They look around.
Why is this place?
Dirty. I don't know. We travelled through the plains and we ended up here.
What are you two gentlemen doing here?
We are not gentlemen, but we are ladies.
You could have said that.
Oh dear. Oh poor Dan.
So, do you know how to get out of here?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? Bouncing boobies.
We may know our way out of here, but we'd still like to know where you came from.
Oh, we came from this portal here.
Have you not ventured out of the room?
No.
Who's in the room at the moment?
Everyone bar you and
Me.
Gabriel.
Okay, is it? Can we hear what they're talking?
Oh yeah.
So it's not like what happened before.
No, you can hear. Gabriel's obviously at the back doing his spell.
I'm gonna go up into the room then if they're talking.
No, can I gesture? Do you think like a hand sweep of go?
Where?
That requires you to think. Yeah.
Okay, that I can't do that.
Hello, ladies. My name's Arthur. Do you have names?
Yes. I'm Mia.
And
Let me write that down.
I'm trying to think.
MIA,
Mama?
missing action.
Mamma Mia?
Here we go again.
Oh no.
Say that again, Dan. The name.
Mia.
Mia.
How do you spell that?
MEA.
M-I-A.
EA.
And
yeah.
Khalifa?
And Franz. FRANS.
Culpa.
Say
Mia
again.
Culpa.
FRANS. Franz.
FRANS.
Yeah.
So that's a very German name. I can already tell.
It's foreign, yeah. Mia and Franz.
Mia and Franz, I'm very pleased to meet your acquaintance. Where are you from exactly?
So let me just move. We're from a place where beasts and forestries thrive.
But it must have had a name.
Can I insight check to see if they're being truthful or making shit up on the spot?
Sure, go for it. Yes, they call it the Beastlands.
And I'll look at everyone with a quizzical look as if to say, does that ring any bells with you lot?
Yes.
Nope.
Someone may have some knowledge, but he's busy right now. Insight. Okay. Indrin, they're too nice. There's something not right. You can't put your finger on it. Every question that you've asked, like, do you not leave this room, that sort of thing, the answer wasn't. You just don't think it was true. Where it came from, there seemed to have been a bit of truth to that, but then they seem a bit off.
How long have you been in here?
Not sure. Minutes, hours, days, I'm not sure.
Well, that was a fair lot of help.
Times are different between the planes, unfortunately.
In this particular room, how long have you been here?
Probably a few minutes.
So where does the portal go?
To the Beastlands.
And why haven't you returned to the Beastlands?
Because we were seeing what's around here. This is...
Yet you haven't left the room.
No, because normally when we travel, we tend to bump into people quickly. Like we have. And we ask them where we are. Where are we?
But that doesn't... The chances of you bumping into someone where you are right now are nil.
Yeah, we realised that when we saw the dust and grime and dirt. Looks like no one's been here for a while. Why are you here?
We're exploring.
I'm gonna gesture towards Gabriel. So my friend here is a grave robber. That's why we're here.
You're up at the top of the stairs. I'm down the stairs here. They can't see me unless you're right next to me.
You said you followed us.
We are in
I
search
actually
of,
haven't moved my character token yet.
Whoops.
We are in search of great evil to slay and great treasures to acquire.
Oh, okay. There's not many. Okay, did you find any?
Laughter ensues.
Did you find any?
What, treasure or evil?
Both.
We have indeed. We have slain succubi and reaped the benefits.
We didn't know it was succubus though.
Did we not? Not at all.
No one knows anything about it, I don't think.
I'm sure. Why would I not know it was a succubus, may I ask?
I think there was a roll and it was determined what it was at the end.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. So we are indeed vanquishers of evil. Be verily impressed.
Do either of you ladies happen to know what it says around this portal?
They look up. Oop. And they say, yes, we can read that. It says it's a bridge between worlds.
Is it the same text as we've read elsewhere?
Yeah, quite clearly.
Can we? We've got it written down, haven't we, or copied or whatever?
In the other bits, yeah. So, what the Mia, she basically, as she gestures up to the portal and says yes, as she does her hand over, she says, yeah, it's a portal between worlds, and then she basically does this. Yeah. I need to know, Arthur.
Mm.
Don't think it does, but I'm just checking. Let me just load it up again. Keep closing it down because I'm so good at this. There we go. Right. Come on. Roll 20's on a go slow as always. Right, there we go. 16 to hit your AC.
My AC?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Does that hit you?
I can't see it.
Your AC?
Armor
sorry.
class.
Sorry, you rolled a 16.
Against your AC, yes.
Yes, sorry, my AC is 18.
Okay, so you don't physically see anything, but you feel a little bit nostalgic, a little bit sick, but it passes quickly.
Is there any way to determine the origin of the feeling?
Probably Arcana would be the only thing, or medicine maybe, depending on the type.
17.
Okay. So you've been targeted in your career quite a lot with I can't say that, necromancy
Negative.
spell.
Oh.
So you could probably get a feel that it's definitely nothing you've eaten. There's something going on here.
I will immediately summon my sword.
But they're just talking to you.
I will immediately summon my sword.
Do I notice this?
No. Unless Arthur overacts
You will all notice me immediately summoning my sword.
Yeah.
Then I will charge these women.
Arthur, this is all your fault.
Someone just tried to cast a spell on me. and I trust you lot, so.
Yeah, that's probably a mistake.
And also, we've encountered women that don't look like women already. So
Nervous twitch. So every woman is at risk then.
Bunny,
yeah.
Bunny's wandering off towards these whatever this is over here.
So yeah, I will draw my sword and directly challenge these women and say, "Did you just attempt to cast a spell on me?"
Hang on a minute. Right, there's lots of things happening here. So Castiel said you were charging the woman. Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Oh God.
So where are you? You're there.
I can't see half the people in this room. It's kind of freaky. As in, they're hiding behind shadows. Not that I can't really see them.
I don't think I'm actually on the same map as you guys.
Oh, you are now.
Yeah.
Right, so charge away. Do you move?
Where are the women?
There's one directly opposite me. If you look, I think.
And then another one here.
Okay, I can see what. There's
The
shadows.
the one here is
Yeah.
shadowed by a pillar to me. So the only one I can actually see is this one here.
Okay, well, let's see what you look.
There we go. Well,
That's just one right in front of you.
I cannot actually, unless I go past that pillar, it's really hard for me to see more than one.
Good. That's what we want to do. Right. So, Bunny, as you're doing so, you're going down. You notice that there's a familiar open picture in front of you at the bottom of the stairs.
What? But we came in the other way.
Correct. Yeah. Right, so Cassia, you're charged the woman as you're open up your sword alpha. You're saying, did you cast a spell? They're like innocents. As you charge Cassia, she drops to her knees and goes, "No, stop!" And she's like, "No, we didn't do what? I don't know, confused."
Do I believe her?
Insight. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, you do.
Do I have time to stop my attack and my charge?
I would probably. Yeah, I'll give you it. Yeah. Yeah, you can stop. You're right in her face, though.
Yeah, I imagine I've just managed to stop the sword from hitting her.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of puddle of wee or something, but no, there is no puddle of wee. They're like cowering down as Arthur is challenging him. They're like, "No, we didn't. What? I don't understand."
I'm gonna say you being here is far too coincidental. I suggest you go back through the portal where you came.
It's a bit politically insensitive.
It would be much safer for you there than here if something is dangerous.
So you started off as a persuasion and it ended up into an intimidation. So whatever you decide to roll, you can have a persuasion or an intimidation.
Persuasion.
Go for it.
Brilliant.
I can I start to walk towards one and say, tell the truth, or I will behead you, in an attempt to intimidate them.
Okay, go for it as well.
Please roll like a 2 or something.
If you do, if I roll a 2, actually I can't roll a 2.
Roll the lowest you can possibly roll.
I can roll a 2, but
Nice. So when Indrian said it, one of them was like, "Sis, we've got to go. I don't think we're safe here." She goes, "No, stand your ground, sis. We need to know what's here." And then Arthur, you come up and go, "Tell the truth or I'll behead you." And they're like, "Yeah, okay, we're going." So like the typical persuasion at the very end with an intimidation. So she goes, "We're just travellers of the plains. We came from the Feywilds, from the Beastlands, and we came through this portal that we found in our grove." And
insight.
go for it. And we're trying to find out where this is.
This is where I'll get a 3. Oh, I got a 20.
She's full of shit. There's something not right here. She's not.
Eldritch
She's
Blast.
not. Hang on a minute. Where did I get?
We have too many trigger-happy people.
Yeah. Let me explain.
We got Cade with the bloody explosives.
Just because she's lying doesn't make her evil either.
So
Give her a chance.
let's give you the reasoning. So you think she's full of shit because if the ladies are travelling from somewhere, they look weak, if you know what I mean. They're like a typical traveller, commoner sort of thing. Then they're not really as scared as intimidated. It just doesn't add up, and they're looking like they're trying to make a choice based on their choices, whether or not they're going to be favoured or not.
All right, as
Something
that
not
case,
right.
rather than Eldritch Blast, can I just say, do not let them leave?
I will grab the one in front of me.
Longest 10 minutes of my life here.
It is the longest 10 minutes of your life. Sorry, mate. That's what happens when you do a ritual spell.
Well, it's what happens when everyone runs off.
And a talkie.
I really need to interject here. But does anyone remember who it was that suggested that we keep moving? I was like, "Oh, Climate says isn't too strenuous for me."
This is my entire fault. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not suggesting this again.
But yeah, don't start blaming us.
Oh, I know it. I'm owning up to my own mistakes here.
I mean, all I've learned from today is that you get us into bad situations and you're a grave robber.
No, you're the grave robber here, Cass.
No, I didn't take anything.
Okay.
You did, though.
So,
Chain.
as you say, do not let them go. Castiel, let's do a grapple because just what you're trying to do. So let's do an opposed grapple.
So just strength or
It'll be an athletics for you versus my acrobatics or athletics, whatever's highest.
Nice.
Holy shit. Yeah, you grabbed her. You got her in a grip, and as you grab her, she feels all slimy and horrible. She doesn't feel normal.
I just want to point out, obviously this is a good explanation for everyone else, but for me this would have been the first woman my castle has ever grabbed.
Touched,
So he just assumes that all women are slimy and gross.
It's probably a safe assumption.
Okay. With that, the one that's being grappled by Castiel moves her arms across and go like, no. She's like moving her hands like this. It's like, no, don't.
I'm trying to stop her using her hands all over the place.
it's fine.
Like, I've seen these guys cast spells before.
No, don't grab her there,
No,
Cass.
you don't know that they've cast spells, but you've seen women cast spells before, haven't you?
No,
The
no,
succubus
I've
did.
seen I've seen my party cast spells.
Yeah.
So I've seen them use like hand gestures.
Is a 17? Does a 17 affect you? Hit your AC?
No.
Okay, so again, you feel a bit nostalgic, sick.
I mean, nauseous.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Not nostalgic. Nostalgic means you're happy and excited, right?
No, it means you're
remember.
looking back,
Something,
remembering
yeah.
stuff that's happened in the past.
Like, the last time I...
Reminiscing.
Lightheaded. Okay.
You thinking nauseated?
And that's it. Nauseated. Thank you.
Nauseated, same one.
Nauseous, yeah. As the other one looks at her sister, she's like, "Don't hurt us! Stop!" And she's like, "Please stop! Don't do it!" And then again, Arthur, you feel the same thing happen.
And then I will, as soon as I feel the same thing happen, I will then retaliate.
Stop! How are you retaliating?
Can I at this point just
how
drop
am
the
I
damn
retaliating?
ritual spell?
How am I retaliating?
Watching this nonsense go on.
You won't have seen this nonsense go on.
No, I'm standing right there.
No, he
Came
can't.
with a
He would have been able to see. It just means
24 to hit, and I managed to make 4
he's not
damage.
incapacitated. He knows what's going on. He's just saying he can't do anything.
I thought he was still in the other room, sorry.
No, I
he
came up
wandered
just
up.
a second ago.
He's like slow walking up the stairs. Obviously hit a Eldritch Blast. Let me have a look at what.
And I will be stop trying to cast spells on me.
Can you get multiple blasts with Eldritch Blast now?
5.
No.
At 5th
I
level.
think you do. I think you get a second one.
Do I?
Yeah, I think so.
It should say if you click on the actual spell.
Should say if you get more beams at 5th, 11th, and 17th level, something like that.
This more than one beam when you reach high levels. 2 beams at 5th level. Okay, so how do I make it do 2 beams then? Do I roll
Just
twice?
click it twice.
Just attack again, yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit! I didn't realise she had that.
Oh, look at that. That's a 23 and a 5. That's doing well here. I bet she's got like 25 IC,
Yeah, she's like super strong. Okay, so it's force damage. Not many things are resistant to force damage, are they? So no.
No. Luckily.
Okay, so it impacts both of. She like does a little whimper, like as she drops to her knees. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop! Alright, let's go initiative. Because you just triggered it. Let me pull up the initiative tracker. Here we go, guys.
Character sheet, initiative.
Please
What do we get? 5.
Is this all of us?
Everyone, yeah.
Oh, I got a 4 actually. I wanted a 5 and I got a 4. Jeez. My life. I'll just go to sleep whilst everybody else gets to my knee. I just need my desk. Ow.
Ouch. I did that loads of times. There's a wall next to me. Corner of a wall, I keep kneeing that.
Ooh.
I fucking did it getting out of my car today after work. There's there's like a lever thing that hangs underneath the steering wheel to adjust the rack. You can put it up or
Goodness
down.
sake!
And
I had
catch
clicked to my
fucking knee on
bloody
that.
character.
You know, I've been known to get a 4, but Angel Gabriel's got the same, and Bunny just got a 6, which is no better.
Yeah, I didn't click on my character though.
At least one of us
Like
has
my
got a
roll
decent-
didn't account.
It still hasn't rolled. Why is it not rolling?
Hang on, we'll
It
see
has
that in a
rolled.
second. I'll see it, but hang on, I'll sort that in a second.
Okay,
Finally got a 16.
when you roll initiative, you have to make sure you've got your token selected.
Yeah.
So if you do it
Okay.
again, then we can edit it back to a 12, whatever you roll the second
Yeah.
time.
Bunny, you're in, yeah. I've got you now.
Here's the thing though, Arthur.
Mhm.
My initiative is +0, which makes yours even more embarrassing because you have a modifier, don't you?
Yeah, I have +1. Yeah, I know.
There you go, Cage, you're on now. Let's change that to... what did you
12.
get? 12.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah,
bad.
natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Natural 20.
I suppose I could always, argue that I actually have already attacked, so going last in initiative order is probably about right.
And I've only just turned up at the stairs.
There you go. So there you go. We've got excuses, unlike Bunny.
Yeah.
But Bunny's just like confused. She's gone down looking and go,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
a
not
door
even
there.
anywhere near. Yeah, I'm not even near. I'm looking.
Whereas Idrin's right there. So yeah, okay.
So because you got a natural 20 on your initiative, Indra, I'm going to allow for a single action as you're quick off the mark before you have your turn.
Because I think their appearance is untrue, and if they were really pedestrians, then those blasts would have done probably far more than make that paltry performance. I'm going to cast Moonbeam in between them.
Ooh, what, 5 foot? Is it 5 foot?
10 foot
5 foot
radius.
radius. So if I plant it
diameter.
here, it should hit the 9 squares around, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So let's do a little square there to symbolise it because you can move
Hey?
it, can't you?
Yes.
What radius? A radius.
5
Yeah.
foot radius, 10 foot diameter.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's circular like that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you done Moonbeam. Is that what you done?
Yeah. I will display in tabletop.
That's like an orbital laser. It's like
I've
What does
always
it do?
found-
Oh no, you've just put it up. Okay.
that's silver beam power light.
I've
shines
always
through.
found Moonbeam to be weird, just how it phased through everything.
That's what found out that Alcrum was a doppelganger.
Was what?
Nothing.
My problem with Moonbeam is that it's 40-foot high cylinder.
Yeah,
I
it
just
is,
don't get where
Oh.
that comes from. It's weird.
That doesn't sound like a nice moonbeam.
No,
It's good for
it's
aerial
evil.
creatures.
Oh, Moonbeam is awesome.
Yeah, but it sounds like it should do something nice.
No, it's
It
like
does not.
it's like what's the hand or whatever it's called.
You're
but
not
yeah.
going to dance in that light.
No.
It's the Joker line.
Am I right in thinking that when you cast it, it enters that circle?
I mean, that's how I read it, but I
Yeah.
leave that up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it like that. Okay, so we're gonna do some rules for them.
Oh, hello. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage.
Advantage, yeah.
Oh, if it fails, it's only reverts to its original form.
Well
So-
planned, Tom. Well
Yeah,
planned.
yeah.
It's a what? Wisdom.
Constitution.
What's the save?
The DC is 15.
Constitution. Okay.
Is it their go, is it?
No, this is Tom doing the spell.
I don't think those things happen until it's their turn, though.
They get damage.
But basically, as it forms, they're entering it as it forms.
It's just when it's summoned, it's classed as entering their space, or them
But
entering its
the line
space.
says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first
Yeah.
time,
So
or
this is
it starts its turn in there.
Yeah.
My
So it's
only
being summoned
problem-
on them, therefore they're entering it first.
Yeah.
My only
Yeah.
problem with that ruling is it means that they damage them twice before they get to do anything.
Well, their turns are next anyway, so.
But actually,
Yeah,
if you get
that's
to
why
do
I was
something else-
asking if it was already their turn. That's all.
It's a universal thing of Dan can then use that against us anyway. So
First time on a turn.
True. Okay.
it's with OP things,
Yeah.
it works both ways.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
roll it anyway. So con. So I got a 15. What was your DC?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay,
15.
and the second one. 10. No.
That's
Right.
a fail.
So, top one takes full whack of radiant damage. Does that do anything?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, so what was that? That was 11, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
The second one takes full whack. No, half. No, the top one passed, so it takes half, doesn't it? So that's 6. But does not form if it is a shape changer. Then the bottom one failed, take full whack, and you see the shimmer image of what appears to be a female struggling to keep its corporal form. As it starts to shimmer, no, it doesn't die. Give me a minute. What? Get out of the way, move. Thank you. You start to see a different person when I can show it to you. Layer token. There we go. You can start to see a blackened, bluey skin, a sickly, dark, matted black hair. The skin looks rubbery and wet. The face looks distorted and just elongated, with teeth looking like orangey brown colour. The clothes are starting to disintegrate, but cover the modest parts of the body. Very, very thin, sickly, disgusting.
Might I have any idea what it is?
You could probably do a history, I would probably say.
Your history, no good to me.
Okay.
Whoop. Oh,
14. So it's quite awkward, really, because there's evil coming in all shapes and sizes from different planes of existence and stuff like that. You haven't really encountered anything from what they claim is the Fey Wilds, but you have incorporated other things, and this is probably from, you'd probably say it's a hag family.
Okay.
But you're not sure.
And I'm happy that hags are evil, yeah?
Potentially, yeah.
Fine.
You've not found a friendly one.
That's all right. I just wanted to make sure I can. That's fine.
Okay. Right, Endrin, take turn.
I'm gonna move up, and I am going to say, "Foul, beguiling creature, you shall be sent to the abyss." As I bring, as I cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Drag it on and put it where you want it.
Try and find it first again.
Where are we? I need to.
I'm gonna bring it next to this one, pin her in, and then it will attack her.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, roll to hit.
Hang on a second. So moving Moonbeam is an action if I want to move it.
It's a bonus, I believe, isn't it?
No, it's an action.
It's an action. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to... What's this?
Holy crap. That's
14 to hit.
14 to hit. Unfortunately, this rubbery carapace of... no, not rubbery. This beautiful lady... she's hearty. She like pushes it to one side. She's strong.
Question real quick.
Mhm.
Since you cast that, does not your moonbeam go down now?
No, because it's not a concentration.
Both
Spiritual
of them
weapons,
are
not
concentration.
No, it's not.
Moonbeam
Moonbeam's
concentration up to 1 minute.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
spiritual
but
weapon
spiritual
isn't.
weapon isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
That's the cool thing about spiritual weapon. It's
Okay.
like,
I was wrong.
no, it's fine. But spiritual weapon is just amazing.
Yeah. It's like a go-to thing all the time.
Yeah,
Okay. So that's your action.
No, that's my bonus
Oh,
action.
bonus action,
Cast that, and then with my normal action, I'm going to bring the hammer down.
Okay. Bring it on. Oh,
14 to hit.
14.
Miss again.
Again, she just grabs the hammer. Immediately as it comes out, she just grabs it. And she's shaking and she pushes it away.
Does he not get advantage for me holding her?
Oh, fuck, yes.
No, I don't think so. Grapple
No.
doesn't do that. Just
Grapple
reduces their
doesn't
speed to 0.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
good point. Grapple's crap, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
It's incapacitated that gives you advantage.
I've been
Yeah, or restrained.
Yeah, but you're...
I'm not going to tell you where I've got my hand holding her.
a
Just saying.
bowling
she's not
ball,
fucking
yeah?
moving.
She's a bowling ball. Right, okay. Unfortunately, she's grappled. Because I said so. Okay. You done?
Yeah, that's it.
Right. I can say it now. Hag won.
No, I'm not even going to say that because it's a disadvantage to us, so I won't say that.
Oh, I did this wrong. Fuck, why is that a 38? Hang on. Right, let me just get these initiatives back on quickly. Because it's done it wrong. I tried to just hide it from you, but you're clever with Moonbeam. That was clever. I'll change it to what they were.
The problem is when you do this, you kind of have to move the other token just out of sight, not remove it.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I just realised I've done that.
It happens with wild-shaped druids quite a lot when they're PCs as well in this Roll20 Monarchy.
Right, so that one got a 19 and the other one got a 15, if I remember rightly. Sort that out. Descending swords. Indrin's had his turn. Right. Now I can tell. The top one, the one that's grappled. She don't care. She's going to let you manhandle her as she looks at you.
Okay.
As soon as she drops her form and she starts to become rubbery and nasty, and you can see why the texture. Sorry,
whose turn is it?
her turn.
Did she make a Constitution saving throw?
That's a good point.
Yep.
Con save. I think that's a 17.
Ah,
Yeah, you still take damage though. So what? 14 to
Half damage.
7. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she takes 7, but she's all okay. Forces her to revert her form. Just trying to do math. Quick math. There we go. Right. Yeah. There you go. Her true form is in your front, and she looks at you, and she, in her snakish-like tongue, she goes, "You metal man, I cast you to the end of dawn. You would not be able to do anything, but be merely weak and can't lift your head. I need you to do me a wisdom saving throw, please, Castiel."
A wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC? Okay, it's beatable.
13.
Oh no, it ain't. just fails. You feel weak, so your strength score is now affected. She has cursed you. You are under the effect of a curse. It's not permanent. Takes you up. It takes a minute, but it's basically for a minute. So this is what happens. Can I show it? I'll tell you what. Can I do this? Bestow curse. Public roll. There we go. So just briefly, your strength. I'll choose your strength score. So while cursed, the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made with that ability score. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against her. While cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of your turns. If you fail, you do nothing. While the target is cursed, your attacks and spells, so her attacks and spells, does an extra D8 necrotic damage. Yeah. Okay, you're cursed. That's her action. It's now the one at the bottom. Seeing her sister is in the grips, she is going to go this way.
Constitution saving throw before she moves, please, DM.
Damn it, you're reminding me. 21.
It's a pass.
So
Takes 2 damage.
3 damage. Player's favour.
All right.
I do player's favour.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now she's going this way. I can see Castiel just holding her in this beam as she's like melting. she does that, she's going to point her finger at Arthur. I just need to do a measuring tape quickly. Maybe might not be. She points a finger. You see a crackling of energy starts to form from her finger. As she does so, I need dex saves, definitely from Arthur. Maybe Gabriel, but let me just check first the range.
Fairly sure I didn't pass that.
100, yeah. So Gabriel, I need you to. So your spell is interrupted, unfortunately. But I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
I
Gabriel.
gave that up as soon as the combat started. Just like, fuck.
As
you said dex.
As a bolt of lightning streaks out of her finger. Yep. Dex, please.
19.
Right, so you pass, but unfortunately Arthur does not. Holy crap. I
think I could be dead here.
I need 8. I need 6s. 1, 4, 5. Holy shit. 6.
8 4s, 32. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do dead.
No,
Okay.
it's going to hurt, yeah. Okay.
It was up here, it just got drunk. That's a problem.
So, Arthur, as the lightning bolt streaks out of her finger, it impacts you. You take 29 points of lightning damage. It bypasses you and impacts Gabriel for 18? 20, no. 14, yeah.
That's fucking
14.
So how much do I take?
14 lightning damage. Zaps. Right, that's her turn done. These new dice, Carl, are amazing.
Okay, give him weighted dice.
There's nothing like blaming a player, is there, for the other player's damage?
Kate, go for it.
Okay. Since I came in stealth, I don't know if you kept me in there or not.
They're probably not noticing you.
Okay. I am going to go after the one that's being held right now.
Yep.
Wow.
I think
Nice.
I hit.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. What is this shenanigans you've got going here? You can just see it. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll give you that. That's a natural 20. What is this? Okay.
I'm allowed to do that.
You twang
Okay.
that. You twang your
This
twanger.
is the bow shot,
Sure.
and then I get,
So that's Roger crit on that. So you get your sneak attack on top of that as well.
yeah. Do I get
But you
sneak
get-
twice or
Yes,
once?
twice.
Twice, yeah. Doubles your dice, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Which one? Sorry, tell me which one it was again.
It's a total of 24? No, 34.
34. Which target?
The one that's in the grab.
That one there. 34. Yeah. Okay, so Castiel, you see this bolt, this arrow penetrate, hit her in the neck. She like screams like, ah! But yeah, she now knows you're.
Does she lose concentration on this curse?
Yeah, she needs to do a concentration save. Yep, no worries. I'll roll it now.
DC of 17.
Hang on, is concentration damage taken? Or yeah, it's damage taken.
Half
Anything
damage
over
taken.
10.
Yeah, you may figure 17.
It's 10.
Okay, so she passes. Yep, 17. She got 17 anyway.
Ooh.
So she is still bestowed in curse. Anything else, Cade? Movement, bonus?
That is behind there, correct?
Yes.
Line of sight?
You're blocked, yeah.
And
Unless you pop out to the left and then you'll see.
And I go back into hiding.
Actually, I could probably sort that out. You go back into hiding, no problem. It's easy enough to just slip away. Bear with me a moment. I'll tell you what, I can fix this issue. There you go. Got to represent. Cool. Right. Okay, so she's done. Castiel, you got her in your grips. She shouted some words at you. You're feeling weaker than normal.
She discovered my weakness. Words.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
At the start, yes.
12.
Unfortunately, these words have got to you.
I'm highly offended.
Yeah, and you're like
You can call me
contemplating. Yeah, you're kind of contemplating your choices. Unfortunately, that is your turn.
Yep.
I hate to ask this, but does that mean the grapple's no longer there?
No, I'm still,
No, it's still
locked in
grappled.
place.
It actually says here, you waste its action that turn, doing nothing.
Okay.
So technically,
Oh, so not
you
turn,
you could
action, yeah.
Yeah, she never broke out of the grapple yet.
no.
Yeah.
So you can still move.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just gonna, knowing that I'm like kind of frozen in
Bonus
place,
action,
I'm just gonna lock up and squeeze her as tight as I can.
Sure. Okay. All right. No worries.
A loving embrace.
Bunny, that door's confused you.
Has confused me.
But there's a lot of stuff
happening.
happening behind you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard all of this stuff
Yeah.
happening. So in that case, I oh fuck, how do I get back to that? Bunny has realised that they are having a bit of a kerfuffle, so she is going to rage, motherfucker.
Ah.
Do I just click on the thing? Right, okay, so currently raging.
Mhm.
And she's going to throw some fucking hand axes at this.
Signature move.
Signature move. Why is this now? Why is my roll 20 not working?
Only casting axe.
I can't click on anything apparently.
Can't click on.
I can't click on my character. I can't. Hang on.
It's probably thinking. It's probably trying to do something.
I can click in the chat. I can't click on my character.
Oh,
do you know what I've done?
Yeah, you've got your mission table on.
Yeah.
I did that earlier. Don't worry. And I
Better
made
than
it.
making squares.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, hand axes. Let's do this.
Bless.
What do you mean, bless?
Oh, bless.
Fuck you.
Didn't.
Right.
Oh, I love you.
Right, why is nothing allowing me to click on things at the moment?
What are you trying to click on?
That fucking hand axe!
Oh, okay.
Right, there we go. Yeah, well, that's shit. Let's try the other one. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so there's that one. So because I am now level 5, I can
Reckless?
add my thing to both of them.
What,
I think.
What thing?
Is that how that works?
Huh?
No, hang on. No, just that's the wrong weapon anyway. But no, the hand axes. Yes, I can throw both my hand axes and
Oh, you get the full amount from it, full effect
Yeah.
from it. Okay.
yeah.
Fine.
Because well, I think I do because I've got the level 5 thing.
You got
which
2 attacks, so you can throw
Yes,
2 hand
that.
axes.
That's it. Cool.
That. There we go. That.
Okay. So your first axe goes wide, clinks just in front of Arthur. The second one actually impacts her, and she reefs at you. As she weren't looking at you, so it's in her back. Yeah, roll damage.
That's what I was hoping for. Oh, that's shit.
I did not.
Could have been slightly better, but never mind.
I did not know you could do that. Okay, well, that's something.
Do what? What have I done?
I know I haven't seen the notes yet, but when you do HP, you could do +5 or -3.
Yeah.
You get
Well,
your
when you're
strength
modifying
bonus
it,
too?
roll 20.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
I didn't know that either.
So 7.
What did Kate just say? Joe
Did
just
you not
say?
get your strength damage also on top of that?
That's what I'm. Did it not add that to it?
It just said you did slashing 5, rage of 2.
So you rolled a 1.
There's
Oh,
no...
you rolled a 1.
+4, yeah.
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 So
Wow.
7. Okay. So what's that? I've got to do math. Hang on.
Do math. Fucking hell.
There we go. Right, nice. It impacts, and she's like looking at you like, bitch. Ow. Ow.
Bitch, ow.
Anything else?
Uh,
Movement, I think.
yeah. Where did the other axe land?
About here, I'll say. Where Arthur is.
Can I?
The
Can I-
trajectory, as I say. Arthur, you look
I'm
fine.
assuming I'd need to go past that to get.
Potentially, yeah. Unless you want to go the long way around, but that will take you a little while.
Yeah.
Just get your big weapon out and just go to hand.
Sorry, what?
Just get your big weapon out and go to hand.
Can I? Because it says here my speed increases by 10 foot whilst I'm not wearing heavy armor. So
40 feet total.
then can I go get the other axe, please?
Is it within 40 feet?
So that's 20 to there.
There's a pillar here, so you'll have to go around it. Yeah, 10.
That's another 10.
Yeah,
That's another
just. You could get just in front of Arthur, yeah. Okay, and then I'll give you a free action to pick up.
10. No, it's a bonus action, isn't it, to pick it up?
No, I'll give it free.
No, but I don't need a free action because
Yeah.
it's my bonus action.
Your bonus action was rage. I know you raged last time. No.
No, I didn't. Hang on, I'm confused.
Anyway, you pick it up.
Okay, thank you.
Regardless. Okay, you've got it. Right, cool. Arthur, you're a bit staticky.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got hit by lightning.
Oh. I thought you meant my comms.
No.
That's what I thought he meant. I'm thinking, no, you're not.
Right. Arthur is going to cast Hexblade's Curse.
You get a custom back.
Well, I don't suppose you recast it, but yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Which means, and this is against the one I'm sort of fight against, which means I get +3 bonus to damage rolls.
Yeah.
Score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and if it dies, I get 10 hit
HP.
points back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to step to here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know this is really dull. And I'm going to attempt to hit it with my longsword.
Sure.
Pow.
Wow. Wow.
What a shit roll.
Wow. That lightning has proper put you off.
Oh well.
You swing wide. Do you get a second attack?
I don't think
I
so.
can't remember. I know you're a warlock, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I do not.
Okay. Any?
I'm annoyed.
So you don't bonus. You don't move. You don't attack. Okay. Gabriel.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My mic has been giving me a few issues. Sorry if I cut out. I'm going to move to here,
Sure.
and then I would like to cast what's the word? Chromatic Orb 3rd level at the one Arthur's just tried to hit.
This one here. Yeah. Okay. Element.
Element of what's the word? Cold. That's it.
Okay.
You know when you're looking at a word but you can't think of the word.
Roll the hit. Oh, you done it. Okay. 25.
25.
That does. That impacts.
17 cold damage.
You just see it.
However, there's a problem I've just remembered.
Yeah.
Last session, I used my wild magic Tide of Chaos, and I hadn't cast a spell since.
I haven't written a note, so you don't have it for me. I would have ticked it. No.
I thought I was still waiting for it.
No, we did it earlier. We did it last time. We've done it.
My bad.
So, the orb of coal stops crackling and shoots past and impacts her. It hits her. You see it has done damage. She looks up at you, but it's like she didn't care. You know, it's like, what the freaking hell are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Question.
Yeah.
Did I hear them talk about where they came from and such?
Yeah, the Beastlands, Feywild.
Okay.
Roll a d24, please. Oh, you okay. Anything else?
I have a question about leaps in logic. The cultists we spoke to mentioned they went to a forest land with some people.
Correct.
To collect an orb off of 2 ladies.
Correct.
Could I try and make that connection?
The 2 ladies, correct. Feywilds may have a forest in it. You can roll a history just to see what comes to you.
History.
See if you've got any planar knowledge. See if you've read a book.
17.
Yeah, book. So Feywilds is basically where all there's like Fey fiends and stuff like that flying around, and it's literally forestries, and the animals are deadly in there. So maybe seems a coincidence. I probably wouldn't confirm it, because you got to remember this was a sealed cave that you've opened up. So you think?
Who sealed it?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the note on it. The god that the cultist, well, not god, the thing the god, the cultist mentioned. Can't remember. The thing he basically was chanting and praying. Mentioned a name.
Your memory's a little bit shady.
Baal.
Okay.
I can't pronounce that. How do you pronounce that roughly?
How's it spelled?
Bhal.
Baal.
Yeah, I'd say Bal. Yeah.
I'm going to shout at them. Have you ever heard of a god named Baal? But whatever it's pronounced.
Pick one. Just pick
Ball.
one and commit to
It's
it.
Ball. It's now Ball.
Okay.
That'll do.
There we go. You say that. Okay, cool.
Say with confidence, and no one will ever know.
Indra, your go.
Too tired for confidence.
The spiritual weapon's going to come down and try and crack her on the head. The held one.
Okay.
15 to hit.
No, unfortunately, you like rolling 15s.
It was 14s last time.
Oh, okay, you get better. Unfortunately, that does not. No.
And then I'm going to bring the hammer around and try and crack her in the back.
Okay.
Right, for an 11. Nothing but low rolls. That's my turn done.
Yeah. Out. So Indra's done. Her turn.
Con saving through.
Yeah, basically what Kate just said. Yeah, con save. So Cage, all right. Yeah. Fail. Okay. Full damage of 8.
Yep.
as the moon beam takes and starts to burn a bit of skin. Okay. She's grappled. She don't really give a monkeys that you're being that you are grappled. What would she do? She would probably so as Castiel is holding her, she becomes little, she starts to shimmer. As she starts to shimmer, the grip that you had, the iron grip you had, is come into each other, and you just go into her.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was going to point out that I had been like stroking the nape of her neck beforehand, so it kind of makes sense.
Oh God,
you
don't
know?
be weird.
One thing goes to the next.
Should she have done a concentration check for the damage from Moonbeam, by the way?
Yeah. It's 10 for DC.
I'm upset that something called Moonbeam does horribleness.
I rolled low. What's that? Does she have anything?
It does good things. It reveals Heidi stuff.
She breaks.
Yeah, but it does pain. A lot of pain.
So the curse is broken. Castiel, you're no longer cursed as the concentration has fallen. However, she is shimmering now, and she's out of your grip. She moves out your square. You can have a reaction if you wish.
I will attack her.
Sure, go for it.
Sorry, I'm confused with this slow. D20 plus 2. No.
You just go straight through her.
Yeah.
That's her action. Okay. The one at the bottom. She's going to put her hands up towards puts her hands up towards Arthur. No,
Sorry.
I can't do that. That's just bad.
You could. I knew what I was doing.
No, that spell is stupid. I don't want to play that. Right, she puts her hands up towards you, and a black brackish energy beam come out. I need a save and throw, please. What do I need? Strength? No, not strength. Oh, con save and throw, please.
I've got a chance then.
Pass?
15.
Does nothing.
Okay.
But you feel the not nostalgia, nausea.
Nausea again.
Yeah, you feel that again. So there you go. You pinpointed it. That's where that came from.
Yeah,
Right,
I was right then.
That's her turn. Cade.
Like there's any doubt when they've turned into hags that I was right.
Okay. Make sure I have a good line of sight on her. That should be pretty good. And I'm going to shoot the hag right in front of the steps.
Sure, go for it. To withdraw a weapon or pick up a weapon, I'm going to rule it as a free action. Unless it's complicated. Okay, go for it. He's come out, shoots it. So you get advantage, I would say, because they don't know you're there.
Stealth.
Stealth. Yeah.
Hidden 18.
Hidden 18. Let's see if we got a thing. No. Okay. Yeah, you get advantage.
Yep. Damage, sir?
You only rolled once, haven't you?
Why did it come up with all of that? I have it should be 1d8 plus 5.
Yeah, plus your sneak attack on top of that.
Okay, maybe that's why it rolled everything probably together. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The 8. Which one are you aiming at?
The one that's hard to see because of the thing. I'll put my
Hello.
character right on top of her. The one I'm front of. I'll go back in a second. I can't.
Okay.
The one I hit before.
Yeah. So you pull back on the short bow, the arrow loosens, and it just goes straight through her.
Oh. Okay.
You see it impact in the stone on the other side. Very good shot for you, but you're like, okay.
I'm gonna stand there then, and then I will go back to hiding.
Sure, go for it.
Because all I have to do is have break line of sight. Because I'm small, I can do that.
Ooh, very easily, actually. Castiel.
Here, 28 that time.
Nice.
Is me. I'm Castiel.
Your strength is back. The hag is shimmering and able to get out of your grip with ease. The swing just goes through with no problem.
I am going to step forward.
Okay.
No, I'm going to step around the moonbeam.
I was going to say.
I am going to
Okay.
use fighting spirit. And I'm going to attack.
Go for it.
$13 to hit.
13 unfortunately does not hit again. It just goes straight through her.
Second attack. 20 to hit.
You must be broken. Something's not right. He's just going through like no issues. And she shimmers a little bit and then go back to normal. Yeah, that 20 is unsuccessful.
I'll let my turn then.
Okay. Bunny,
Hi.
your go.
So I'm holding one of my hand axes.
Correct?
I'm going to move here. Well, no, I'm not because I'm on the measuring tape again.
Sure.
I'm going to move here because I don't want to hit Arthur.
Just to let you know, if you go to that square, you'll be walking in the moonbeam.
Oh, does that affect us as well?
Yes.
Oh, Arthur!
Not
Right,
me. What did I do wrong?
You can move a square to the right and then diagonally down.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you could get here. if
yeah,
you
but
want.
then I'm in.
Melee, yes, correct. And range and melee don't work.
But what are you trying to do?
Throw a fucking hand axe!
So why don't you just go here? And anyway, you can throw past me. I don't understand.
You can throw past him.
Can I? I'm not going to hit him with it.
No, unless you roll a 1, and I feel very mean.
You imagine I'm not really I'm not really
Yeah.
5 foot wide, although
Yeah.
I don't occupy the whole space all the time, so you
No.
can throw it past me.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just assumed if somebody was like in the line of.
No, but I if you roll a 1, then maybe something might happen.
Oh, please don't say that. I'm going to fucking throw a 1-1 now.
He deserves it for casting the moonbeam anyway.
I didn't cast the moonbeam.
Right, okay, so I'm going to move to there. I'm going to
Yeah.
throw. So the plan is. So I'm going to throw the hand axe first. Let's do that.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to attempt to throw. Let's just. Shh. Oh, come on.
That misses.
I'm assuming that doesn't
yes,
hit.
it goes past and clinks down the stairs. The first set of steps, not the second. I'm not that mean.
Bye bye, hand axe.
Down there.
There isn't anything I can. There isn't like a.
Gonna need to get you a bandolier full of hand axes.
Yeah, just all of my hand axes.
Well, hand axes on chains.
Ooh.
Get it
Yeah.
commissioned.
Okay. I was hoping I could add it to hit rolls. It doesn't. I mean, to yeah, that sucks.
You just need
Right.
returning.
Yeah.
In that case, then I am then going. So that's hand axe thrown. I will then get into melee range. Melee.
Yeah. Bring out the big one.
Range. Bring out the great axe.
Yeah.
And swing at that. Yeah.
Swing it down. Go for it. That certainly hits. Oh, by the way, did you throw that hand axe as a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, thought so. Just checking. Okay, yep.
And then I'm going to swing it again.
Sure, go for it.
Do I have to roll the hit dice again? I'm assuming.
You do, yeah.
Oh, come on.
With that 10, you overextend a little bit as you're trying to be careful of Arthur. And you go wide.
That sucks.
These
That
look
could
like
have been
these.
really cool.
Blame me for her ineptitudes. Thank you. I'm bad enough on my own.
So, okay,
These attacks look like they're impacting them as forcefully as they should.
Not really, no. You would expect a person that you've hit bleeds quite profusely with a big hit. Castiel has certainly hit someone hard and you've seen limbs come off. No, you're not seeing this.
Yeah, my arrow hit pretty.
Oh, it was
pretty
true.
good slot that
Yeah.
didn't do as much as it should.
No, and that other one went straight through it. But there's a different. You can definitely see there's a difference in the both. Okay, Arthur.
Mm-hmm. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Good Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Oh, it's a bloody 18.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gutting.
That normally happens to fighters.
So
the 19 to 20.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
So
8, but it's plus 3, so
that's
it's 11.
11. What's the +3 damage? Is that necrotic?
That's because of hex.
Yeah. What type?
Oh, hold on. I think it is. Hold on.
Because that's relevant.
Yeah, you're right. It is. No, it just says you gain +3 bonus to damage rolls.
Okay, so it's whatever.
Damage of my
Yeah.
weapon.
Right.
And my weapon is magical, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Mm.
Hang on.
I'm so gutted. I just rolled an 18. 2 18s, in fact.
Okay. So as you hit her finally, she shrieks a little bit, and you start to see a little bit of oozing blood coming out. So that hurt her.
The problem is if I try and move out of here,
She's gonna swing.
it probably does actually. I don't know. Hold on, just checking something.
Unless you're a swashbuckler.
No, I think she possibly would, but the problem is if I do that, it just opens up free range on Gabriel.
Yeah, do it. He said he's got a new character.
I never said I had. I never said I wanted to use my new character. I just said I'm happy with the new character.
Well, no, I haven't said that.
You did. You
Bunny's
did say
there.
that of a new character.
I
Right.
said I had one. I didn't say I wanted to use it.
Are you moving over or are you standing?
I'm just trying. If I miss this step, they still get an attack of opportunity, don't they?
No. Because you're moving out past their reach. You don't get attack opportunity.
It's magic.
I'm just wondering if this step might be the better thing for me to do at the moment. Otherwise, I'm going down like a sack of potatoes.
Well, there's more fresh meat there now, look.
Oh, sod it! I'm staying where I am. I'm not one to run away from a fight. Go for it. Next
How many
person.
times have you fallen down in a fight
Loads, but that's what I'm here for.
and go back up again? Gabriel, go for it.
Mind spike on this one.
Mind spike. Oh, that's a new one.
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Yep. Psychic damage.
Okay, so...
It's
Nice.
not. Okay.
21.
It's half damage, I believe.
Psychic, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, half as much as on a successful.
Okay.
So 11 damage.
See, grab her head and her ears and start to wreathe from pain. Right, roll a d20. Get 1, please. Let's finish it on a 1.
Is there a way to force it to be a 1? Because I don't think there is.
No, not quite.
It's a 1.
Okay.
There's a 1.
And it is 11 o'clock, guys. So we're going to pause it there at the top of the initiative order. Indra will come back into the combat next week. So let me just hit this button for a moment. Let's go to the big screen so we can see our faces. Hi. So
I'm not there, am I? My camera's playing up.
no, yeah. I think you're going to be in this combat a little bit longer. It's going to be quite challenging. However, depends on how you handle it. It's new. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how you go ahead and proceed. So yeah, you've got a kid in a box, but you haven't done anything with that kid in a box yet.
Is it living in a box? Living in a cardboard
like
box.
that, please, Dan.
It's a jack in a box.
What's the odds we end up in the Feywilds and never end up doing anything with that kid in the box ever?
I just
Not
want to
that
point
likely.
out, I have no plans to do anything with any children in any boxes. And anyone who does, you disgust me.
You animate dead?
Yeah, I mean, you could animate dead, but that's a bit weird.
There'll be a lot of people thinking, okay, well,
Resurrection.
actually that's a good point. Where did you put that box?
You put it on the cart,
Oh, you did. Okay.
waiting to take it off.
Right. So Rashala's babysitting that, making sure everything is in order. Okay. Yeah. So we'll bring it back again to next week, next Wednesday, and we will finish and hopefully conclude the combat and see what you decide to do. So we're gonna wrap it up there. Thank you very much, players, as always. Thank you very much, viewers. Stay safe.
You're
Got yourself.
welcome. You're welcome.
I'll see you next time.